Can I come out of my hole yet? Can I come out of the Can I come out of the Chris Tyson drama hole? Jesus. This is never gonna end. Never gonna end. 1,000 years of Chris Tyson drama. 1,000 years. Shadman flight logs are dropping by the minute. This is getting worse. Oh no. Oh no, it's just getting worse. It's just getting worse. 1,000 years of Shadman drama. I'm just gonna hit live. No music. We're just going. We're just going. Hello. Hello, welcome back. I'm feeling a little bit better today. Hello, hello. The flight logs. Yes, the flight logs. The Shadman flight logs have been dropping left and right. I think I pissed off Elvis the alien. Yeah, you did. You really pissed off Elvis. Like really pissed off Elvis. Shogun. I don't think you realized how mad you made that guy. Like, if his tweets weren't enough for you to understand how mad you made a very large content creator like him, there is no hope for you, bro. You have no idea what you've done. How so? It's been a mess. This whole drama is getting more and more dicey by the minute. I don't even, like, my whole thing is I really just don't want to talk about pedophile shit. Like, I really kind of want to take the Tommy approach to things and just completely axe out pedophile shit. But I can't help it. It's like the biggest goddamn story in human history. This is massive. From Mr. Beast to all these creators to Big Joel, the fallouts, the arguments, the goddamn Twitter space. Chat, question, did any of you listen to the Twitter space that Keemstar put on? Because it was fucking terrible. It was terrible. I thought it was crap. I thought it was crap the entire time. Waste of time. Waste of everyone's time. Waste of everyone's time. Don't go looking for it. Don't go looking for it. It's ass. Okay? It's ass. Don't go looking for it. It's terrible. Do not go looking for it. It's just the worst Twitter space of all time. Behold, a pale horse. On him was Shad. The Lolicon rode with them. Dude, I have expect DMs with Vosh and Shadman to drop one day. Whoa! I have expected.
Tyson. White flag.
Okay.
White flag.
Okay.
White flag. White flag.
I love that it doesn't say trans flag. It just says white flag. So we're gonna do a bit of an update to the Chris Tyson stuff. Okay. Bit of an update. We're gonna do a bit of an update. Okay. Bit of an update. So, I did my stream yesterday when everything was coming out, and shout out to Shinji and chat and Smaggle for kind of like putting this in front of me and giving information to kind of build up off of a bit more to work with. That's where we came to the conclusion that Chris Tyson is definitely a degenerate lolicon freak, okay? Like, full-blown crazy shit. All right, we came to that. We have that information. All right, there's not a lot to it. Okay, there's still musings about what happened with the Lava guy. Lava is denouncing any form of sexual grooming by Chris Tyson, and Chris Tyson is declining that as well. So, we do not know what happened to those DMs until Lava comes to his own rationalization.
Shadgate continues.
I believe Chris Tyson is 100% guilty of being a disgusting fucking predator. I believe that. There's no argument here. Yeah, can the victim turn around and say, oh, it was never sexual? It's still inappropriate and wrong for a grown adult to DM a minor at the age of 13. It's wrong. It's literally wrong. It's disgusting. It's wrong, disgusting, and then on top of that, you have all this lolicon shit. Okay? You have all this lolicon stuff going on too with your little degeneracy group. It's not a good look, Chris. It's not a good look at all. Okay? So Chris puts out a statement after saying that they are stepping down from the Mr. Beast crew. Now, this was only an independent tweet until Chris added more to it. I would like to apologize for any of my past behaviors or comments. If it hurt or offended anyone, it was not my intention. Hurt or offended anyone. This is a non-statement. Okay? This is a non-statement. If it hurt or offended anyone, I'm pretty sure everyone's upset with you that you purchased lolicon artwork that had BBC written on a spade on the thigh of a drawn child, that you DM'd a minor since they were the age of 13 all the way up to 16, you know? I'm not a fan of that. This whole, if it hurt or offended anyone, is a non-statement. This is a PR statement written to just hit all the notes. Okay? Just hit all the notes. Okay? And it's not a good one. It's not a good one. It was not my intent. See, that's the thing. Seeing recent events, we've mutually decided it's best to permanently step away from all things Mr. Beast and social media to focus on my family and mental health. So the thing is, I don't think Chris was going to say anything. I don't think Ava was going to say anything until the Reddit account started to pop up publicly. I think what happened is that when we sent those things to Keem live on the stream, last stream, and Keem reached out to Mr. Beast and Chris Tyson. I don't know if it's exactly Mr. Beast or maybe somebody on the crew, but it was confirmed that Chris confirmed that those Reddit accounts that the farms found, that Shinji sent me and that I sent to others, is their account. After that came out, bam, Chris Tyson makes this response. Coincidence? I think not. I think not. I think that Reddit account and all other subsequent accounts are bad. Are too much to count. I think there's more that we haven't seen yet that other creators may know. Personally, I think Mr. Beast has some shit he's got to address. He's got to address some shit. Okay, he has to. It's no longer a case of that. Okay. FYI, found about the Jeanette are the revenge porn story back in June, laughing at my ass off. True. Jimmy knew the whole time. I think Jimmy knew the depravity of the lolicon artwork. This is where we're gonna go into like the speculation area. Okay. This is where we're going into speculation. I think Jimmy knew that Chris was a freak, but he didn't realize how much of a freak on Reddit. You know what I mean? But still, Chris is, I'm going to be real. Jimmy is incredibly optics brained. He cares about his channel. He cares about the optics of things. So, I don't know. Until Mr. Beast makes some form of statement, I do not want to speculate on him. Not yet. I think he knew more than he let on, but maybe not everything. I feel like that's fair. I feel like that's a fair assessment. Okay? That he definitely knew about the lolicon artwork in the apartment. Nobody's taking that away.
And what was your intent, Chris?
That's how I look at it. Okay? Keem needs to get his revenge against Shad and his supporters. Here has some money and some connections. He's a motivation. Hire the PI. Yeah. I think Keem is getting what he's always wanted. I think he's getting what he's always wanted. Everyone to start looking at every single person that's ever come into contact with Shadman and potentially supported him after his daughter's artwork, after the artwork made on his daughter happened. I think Keem's getting what he wanted now. You're going to be surprised which people knew about the Shadman after reading that thread. I already read a good chunk of it. There are certain aspects where I can't really give people leeway because it's Shadman shit, but I don't want to go on like a pedo blame hunt what I want to kind of take a look at is who purchased what, who supported what after the lolicon artwork was posted of the real children and others. I want to see that. I care more about that than somebody buying like any form of artwork pre that stuff. You gotta kind of like weed through it. I still think it's disgusting you supported Shadman in any retrospect, in any form. But we can't get lost in the weeds on certain stuff, okay?
Keem needs to get his revenge against Shadman and his supporters.
Yeah. Dude,
he has the money, he has the connections, and he has the motivation.
Right.
Hire the PI.
So this is the thing. Shinji list you 2 links. All right, Shinji, I'm going to keep that right there when I'm finishing up my rant. So, to stars in the chat, people keep saying 2016 was a different time when cancel culture and SJWs were in full swing at one point. 2009 was a different time, maybe. So this is the thing. I've been seeing, like, idiots argue this shit, and I'm going to be honest. Pimp Master Broda is pissing me off. Where he's just like, oh, well, it was an era of, like, edginess and Filthy Frank and yada, yada, yada. Bro, there's a difference between someone saying slurs and edgy shit versus somebody who purchases child artwork in a sexual manner and supports somebody who draws children getting fucked. There is a huge difference between those two. And people need to understand that. Okay? Huge difference. Edgy humor does not equal that they are cool with lolicons. Filthy Frank never made edgy jokes about kids. So his argument was he made the song Nickelodeon Kids, so that means he was just as bad as Shadman, who drew CP of Daphne Keemstar's daughter, and who the hell was the third part? Oh, and Lieutenant Corbus. Okay? But apparently that's on the same level. It's not. It's literally not. What is this? Vosh has talked about Shadman in Discord before. All right, let's see this. Archive not found. Okay. It's taking a second to get through. There we are. All right, let's see here. Thank you, Shinji. I want to see the Vosh take. I want to see the Vosh take on Shadman a few years back. Let's see here. Muda destroyed Chris. Yeah, true. My favorite Pino meme is probably Shadman giving all of his characters an ID to prove their age. And Shadman is disgusting. Smiley face. Rat door. Pepe. You know who was begging to be drawn by Shadman the other day on Twitter? Take a guess. I have mixed opinions on the Shadster. How do you have mixed opinions? How do you have mixed opinions on somebody like Shadman? How? Even in 2018, how do you have mixed opinions on Shadman? Shadman is like Medicare, but with porn. No, he's not. That is a wild statement. Did you know that after Ed Grohl, creator of Ed's World, died of cancer in 2012, Shad drew art of him being R-worded by the Grim Reaper and apparently sent it to his family? Yep, I am very much aware of that shit. I am very much aware of that. I am very much aware of a lot of the big Shadman stories because that was like the one story that before I was making content and just a regular viewer on YouTube, I always thought was strange that all of these creators were cool with Shadman even after everything, or even in my opinion before this. Thoughts on the Vito tweets? What? Drew, come on. It's Vito. No shit. He said the dumbest thing possible and is defending the dumbest shit possible. It's just Vito. Like, what am I supposed to expect out of Vito? What am I supposed to expect out of Vito, Drew? Am I supposed to expect a good take from Vito Giswaldi? What? Am I supposed to expect something good out of Vito's mouth? Psst, I see dead men. Ooh. Chris Raygun. Oh, no. So how's the new God of War? Gender-bent version of Kratos. dad now turned mom and a small child who is their child being sexually attracted to them. Not weird at all. Definitely not fucking weird artwork. You should definitely not be commenting on this, Chris Ray-Gun. Like, what are you doing? Nothing is sacred. That one I could chalk it up to him being like, bro, what the fuck? You know, I could chalk it up to that, but it's just weird. It's just weird. I don't get this shit. I want to keep reading the Vosh stuff because I like a good Vosh shit on. Vosh, I just value his political commentary, such as his groundbreaking work. Wait, what? Political commentary. It's like okay to R-word children. Shad's art is too weird for me to get off to it. Okay, so there's a pedophile in there that tried getting off to pornography of Shadman's art. Okay. He lolly Clinton. Oh yeah, I forgot. He also drew Hillary Clinton as a lolly. I remember that. Jesus. I forgot about that. Why even do that? Because that was his bread and butter. Making edgy artwork of lolicon children getting fucked. Lolicon versions of adults and children getting railed is what considered edgy and political according to Vosh. What the fuck? Let's see here. Why not sew in a public server and fuck all the dudes in the server? Solve the problem then. The style is ugly. Well, not ugly. That, pedo. Shadman literally draws picture of little children getting R-word. True. Vosh, I have never come to a Shadman comic. Thank you very much. At least Vosh hasn't coomed to Shadman art, I guess. But he'll coom to regular lolly. That's great. Men will always prioritize their violent orgasm of the safety of women and children. Okay, that's fucking weird. Shadman literally draws picture of little children getting R-worded. I will prioritize my orgasms over other men too. I just value his political commentary. This is so fucking AIDS. How is that political commentary? To show Hillary Clinton getting fucked. Let's see here. Wait, where were we? I decided to permanently step away from all things Mr. Beast and social media to focus on my family and mental health. I want to add, I have never groomed anyone. The person who gets brought up in these accusations, Lava GS, has vocally supported that they are false. Having said that, I humbly apologize to anyone I hurt with my unacceptable social media posts, past actions, and those who may feel betrayed at how I used to act online. Bro, you talked to a 13-year-old. And the 13-year-old admitted that they were inappropriate at times. You're cooked. You're cooked, kid. You're cooked. You're cooked. You're cooked. You're cooked. You're cooked. You're cooked. To lump these two factors together to create a narrative that my behavior extended beyond bad, edgy jokes is disgusting. It did not happen. Dude, you literally were just writing on Twitter. Not on Twitter. You wrote on Reddit. Why would you ever buy a VR headset other than to use it for lolicon gang rape? I don't really think that's an edgy joke, bro. I don't see any other creator getting caught with that. I don't see any other creator writing on Reddit, why would you buy a VR headset if not to watch that? Yeah, and the 14-year-old love thing, that's also another comment. What did Sleepy say? I was reading it and I lost it for a second. 2016, Shadman drew Keem's daughter, Daphne Keene, and Lieutenant Corbus. 2017, Chris Tyson bought the IRL copy of Shadman art, but adding the time Tyson bought the Shadman art, Shad was known for drawing real kids. Yeah, no, I am very much aware of that. These people pretend like they didn't know, or that it was just like, oh, it was just edgy stuff. We had no idea. You do realize that the Keemstar daughter thing and the Daphne Keene thing made him a household name of being a pedophile. Shad became a notorious art pedophile because of those things, and Lieutenant Corbus. And then all these people want to go, oh, I didn't know. Oh, but I bought the artwork not really knowing. Hey, Chris, you bought the artwork in 2017, and you were cool with Shad. You looked at his website, and you knew what was on there. And then when Clown came in to tell Shadman to delete the delete the artwork, it's horrid, and he lied straight to Clown's face about deleting the artwork. Everyone knew that. Everyone saw that live stream. It was right after it happened. People were interested in what the hell was going on. And when Clown came in to talk to him to talk about it getting deleted, and he lied to Clown's face, you knew. Stop playing. You knew. You knew.
In an interview with Gun News Network, Vorsh has stated, I didn't have sexual relations with Shadman's art. Just value the political statement.
So true. Interview with GNN. So true. So true, Germ. So true. Let's see here. This is ridiculous. In past years, I've learned that my old humor is not acceptable. 14-year-old love. What was the 14-year-old love? Lolicon gang rape. Buying Shadman artwork of a small child sucking on a gun sexually and with BBC tattooed on their thigh isn't really humor. I would never call that humor. I would call that disgusting behavior. Both from that era all the way up to now. That has not changed with me. That was way before I was making content. I found that shit horrid. Shadman is going to love this. Exactly. And it was about Jack and Violet of The Incredibles. He knew that Shadman drew that kind of artwork. And him trying to pretend that that's not why this is way goddamn worse is crazy to me. We're taking by Shad art. I usually think it's valid. Think he has valid takes on most things. I think his position is that if you bought Shadman art before the Daphne Keane, before all that other stuff, or you just bought regular artwork, then maybe you could get like a little bit of like, hey, they didn't probably know about the Lolicon, which I can see where he's coming from. I personally disagree with it, but I'm not going to drag Willie over the coals. We could disagree on that. Other people will disagree on that as well. But I still think it's wrong to support that guy. But if the purchased artwork was made before all that, then maybe. I don't know. Even though that video had to come out explaining. There's a weird middle ground to find there. If someone bought the art after 2016, they should be held responsible. Absolutely, Shinji.
Willie Mack had a weird take.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I usually think he has valid takes on most things.
Shinji is right. That is literally my position in this. If anyone purchased Shadman artwork after 2016, after it became known that he was doing that shit more, it's done. It's done. I really hate that Oni Crew were linked with Shad. What do I do? I don't know what to tell you. Because I was also a fan of those guys. I don't know. I just stopped, what was it? I stopped supporting a lot of their stuff. To be honest, I completely forgot that Zach was, cool with it, and Smiling Friends came out, and I really like Smiling Friends. I don't know.
How many lawyers do you think were involved in the creation of this non-apology?
A lot of lawyers. I believe that there was a lot of lawyers, or the regular PR person did it. What if people liked his non-lolly work? Anything pre-2016, I can give it like a 50-50 on it. But anything after that, I think you're an idiot for not knowing. Okay, I think you're an idiot. I think you're an idiot. You have to be a pedophile to trust someone named Shadman. Yeah, true. Anything after any creators that were purchasing art, supporting Shad, saying that his website was taken down, that freedom of speech matters in that case, anything after 2016, I am staunchly against. I'm staunchly against it. That's really all I could say for that. There's not much more. Talk about how Boogie lied. I might actually talk about that. Let's see here. People are just talking. What is this? Factors. Voice Critical covered it. Boom. Anissa. Let's talk about Anissa real quick. Because I love a good Anissa thrashing. Okay. Am I going to watch Mediker's stream tonight? Technically, this is the waiting room for Mediker's stream. The second he goes live, I'm sending you guys over there. Let's talk about Anissa real quick. From what I'm being told, there potentially and allegedly, Anissa, before you watch my live stream and get mad at me, because I know you watch me, Bo Blacks, and the rest of them. Okay, bitch. I know you watch me. I know you watch Bo Blacks, Augie, Nick. You watch all of us after the Creator Clash DMs leaked, and you got really mad at Keemstar. I'll just leak that right now. But, Anissa, we need to talk about your Shadman comments. Okay? We gotta talk about these, girl. Because from what people are saying, and it's the account that A-logs the shit out of you. He's in my chat. You have a secret private Twitter account. That Twitter account is specifically designed for friends. No one can see it. If that person's right, you have been, in a sense, defending Chris Tyson, which Jalen's done the same thing. You guys are weird as shit for that. But it's interesting, Anissa, because your husband did a documentary and a content cop on Keemstar. You guys hate Keemstar. You know everything about Keemstar. Yet you still followed Shadman 2 years after all the horrid artwork came out. Interesting, Anissa. Very interesting. Let's read the tweet, shall we? I'm getting my hair done, scrolling through Twitter, and boom! There it is. Shad-based art of Thanos pulling anal beads out of his ass. The hairdresser lady left, and I don't think she's coming back. I don't blame her. Hairdresser lady, if you ever see this, I'm so sorry. Interesting. And that was at, and I get it. People were like, well, that's at the height of Keemstar. Everyone hated Keemstar. People let shit go because everyone hated Keemstar. Hey, I feel like even if you hate somebody and a pedophile draws art of the daughter of the guy you hate, you should still condemn said pedophile. A lot of this stuff was deleted, Enla. A lot of this stuff was deleted. A lot of stuff got redact.dev'd by a lot of creators. A lot. Recently. A lot. A lot of creators redact.dev'd all the stuff involving Shadman. Interesting, right? Very interesting, Enla. Is that not interesting to you? Is that not interesting that all these large content creators are redact.deving their tweets at Shadman? Intriguing. I wonder why. Let's take a look at the internet's version of the Epstein client list. Now, some in here, I would say, are pushing it. Others, there's some stuff to talk about. You know, the content creators are fucking hypocrites. True. The truth will set you free. Very true. Very true. Let's go over the Epstein flight logs of the internet. Chris referring to Oni Plays and Shadman. Oni humor is similar. I could send you something he said in 2020. No, I know. Oni Plays had a podcast, and they had Shadman on multiple times, said he's a great friend. All that stuff was like 2016, 2017 era. That's not new. Everyone's known that forever. Tom did a very comprehensive video on Shadman and his history. And all the people involved with Shadman. Okay? I recommend that video. I recommend it because certain people, mainly Corey, Spaz Kid, if you will, said a lot of things he's definitely going to regret later that were archived in said video. It's a very interesting video. I just keep thinking about the Avengers playthrough. He kept making sexual comments and jokes about Kamala Khan, the kid character. Yeah, no, I've seen. Yeesh. The only play circle is interesting. That's an angle to look at. It is an interesting angle. So we have Sky Williams starting off the Epstein logs. Poor Sky. Sky Williams can't fucking catch a break. N-word. I'd rather have people jack off to that shit rather than actually going out and finding actual child to engage with. Done. I don't even feel bad anymore. I haven't read these yet. I was trying to be nice to see. Sky! No! No, Sky! Sky, no! Oh, God. Sky! He was just in Nick's video. I'm not saying I co-sign or super agree with what he draws. Obviously, I don't. But his art is still extremely good, and he himself is cute and talented. Jesus. I'm a huge fan of Oni, admittedly, but to me brings up an interesting discussion of how much of it really is just dark humor. Part of me is hoping it's insensitive humor. That's what I'm hoping for. The best way to look at it is the Oni play stuff is just insensitive humor. Shadman is not humor. That was sexual depictions of children. Sexual depictions of children. Real children. Daphne Keene was drawn to be raped. Like, that's not humor. He said in Discord that she is a real-life lolly and drew art of her being brutally molested. Like, yikes. Sky, no. No. I just threw up in public. The mask did nothing. All it did was make more difficult to throw up. I must be looking pretty stupid. Shad, to be healthy, take care of yourself. I hope Shad dies of a drug overdose. When the Daphne Keene stuff dropped, he lost his friends and they dropped him hard. What about the Keemstar daughter stuff? What about the Lieutenant Corpus stuff? Why did it take just Daphne Keene? Why did it take just Daphne Keene? How did I get rid of the YouTube delay? You go to low latency, and you can remove most of the delay. It's still there. Yep. Shadman also drew Ed Gould, deceased creator of Ed's World, with the Grim Reaper R-wording him. Yep, that is a real thing. That is a real thing. That is a real thing, and it got sent to his family. How do you answer the response? The art is useful in exposure therapy for legit pedos, so it doesn't harm any children. You need to get your hard drives checked. Excuse me, I'm still like fighting something. Anyone that uses that as an argument, I think you have some skeletons in your closet, and I don't trust you around children. I don't trust you around children at all. Literally, I don't. That's my response to that. Next, Dolid Dark. Dolid. To be fair, they all grew up watching, let's see here. Watching Creating Newgrounds stuff, which is all about kids drawing themselves doing kinds of crazy fucked up shit. Yeah, problem is that most of the
content creator is revealed to be a serial killer.
Fair enough. But to answer that, right, Newgrounds was a different era, and a lot of weird shit was posted there. I can agree with that. The thing is that the ones that got big didn't draw children being fucked and be friends with people of children being fucked. So that's the difference. They can post murder videos all day, weird, edgy jokes, racist jokes. I didn't care about any of that shit. But like being cool with Shad and being like, oh, his artwork's just edgy. His artwork's just edgy is just gross to me. I can't find a way to defend that. Dolan Dar, I don't know what the context is. So to be fair to Dolan, I don't know the context here. Yes, how long before we get pyro porn, which something everyone was asking. Olaf's, I agree. Zuckerberg, don't. And then a post of, looks like Inside Out, I think. I don't know the fucking movie. I fucking hate you. Okay, so I assume that's Despicable Me pornography, which, fair. I'll take fidget spinner porn over Morty's mom eating out a horse ass any day of the week. I don't recognize him without the banana suit. It's been done. Shad base. I don't know what that's in context to. Elvis the Alien. Okay. Elastigirl. At least that's an adult. Let's see here. When was that? 2018. So thumbnails being used after the what is it? After the photo, after the drawings of all the children, still using his artwork in thumbnails, but okay. This is why we can't have nice things. For the love that is all that is good in this world, please don't notify Shadman. New Overwatch hero apparently is a hamster furry. Okay. Shad, please. People ruin Fortnite. Shadman artwork. Sexualized Shadman artwork. Don't you dare. Back away slowly, Shad. For the love of good in the world. Copyright claim that shit pretty much. Thanks for the content, Shad base. Seriously, what is this even? Leon Lush made a response towards Mr. Beast. What the hell did Leon Lush say? Oh. Yeah, we'll go over that in a minute. Make sure to like the stream if you're new. Click this at random. What's all this pornography talk? Just strap yourself in. You're going to hate this. Let's see here. Seriously, what even is this? I'm happy his titles are improving. I don't know what that's in context to. That's fucking weird. So dumb. Censoring this sort of shit just gives it more power. Let there be a fuck ton of SWAT stickers on people we kill in games. Okay? I concur. To each their own, you weird fuck. At least you're talented. All of these were 2017. Ricky Berwick. Ricky's already put out a response. Apologized to Keemstar. So, I don't know. Let's see here. Shad, don't make me call you on Discord. Video. You're the next Shadman. Yo, Shadbase, got any ideas? Saying that he liked his work. What was Ricky's now apologetic tweet to Keemstar? I reached out privately to Keem first before I said anything else. I get where Keem and a ton of you are coming from, and I apologize for ever interacting with Shad. I see this type of shit on the rise lately with certain influencers, and I hate it. I will continue to call out shit anytime I see this. Ironic that happened, but I gotta give Ricky credit. He's the first one to apologize. At least he didn't buy the artwork. So, I'm not sweeping. I'm saying that Ricky deserved the criticism until he got pressured into saying something and apologizing to Keemstar. There's no sweeping here, Spawn. Ricky did own up to it, even though the own up was after being hit up constantly to say something about it and own it. Even though him and Pitmaster kept trying to deflect against it. Okay? I can criticize them for that. They only did it until they had a convo with Keemstar. Okay? They only did it after that. So I could see that. Let's see here. Yeah, better than other people. He owned up to it after pressure, though, because Spawndile was fucking going at him. I'll admit that much. Yeah, you've been mogging, bro. You've been mogging Pimpmaster Broda. You've been mogging the shit out of him. You've been mogging the hell out of him, Spawndile. I'll give you that much. Let's see here. LMA, I watch these Jessica Night Girl tweets disappear in real time. Thank you for helping me pose. Sam Roya, Their new account don't scare them away. Start small with beads. Cough. High key want to make this a meme. There's a lot of lot of OnlyFans porn stars that were really big into Shad, man. Bella Delphine's one of them. I really love this art. Shad based it of Femme Kylo, so I gave it a go. What do you think? At least it's an adult. I can give it that much. If it makes me want to join the dark side, then I'll consider it made the right choice. Also, then stab someone. This time to go instead of just my lightsaber. At least he clarified only sometimes. Favorite hentai artist. Zone Spaz Kid. Oh my god. That's Corey. Navarki. Humans copier. Shadman sometimes. Jobby the Hog. Shout out some interesting cosplayers. Porn star. CEO of Cum. These are ridiculous names. All right, there's certain people in here that are not important to the conversation. Moon IG, is this real life? Cut me, Shad. Remember this. See you, Shad. It was nice for you to be active for a while. My favorite comment was this pic about you was posted on Shadbase. Who the fuck is Mooney? When Shad draws ass eating, one step closer to dragon fucking. Are those Charizard's balls? White power symbol. This is what happens when someone sees you without the mask. Beg, wake up. New Shadman lore. They know people will get horny and draw porn of their mascot, spreading awareness of their brand. So that's why they hope now every big company tries to compete to create the most fuckable mascot. I don't know who this person is. Fibulous. Who is this? I'm curious. Weird. They aren't even online anymore. Okay, found him. So this individual seems to be an 18-plus artist. Some man, goddamn me, Shad, took Julie inspiration. Girls. So why do girls like bad girls? All right, so it's just another sexual artist saying sexual things. No different here. Okay, that is a 16-year-old. Isn't Raven a teenager? Isn't Raven a teenager? If it doesn't end in mother-daughter lewds, I'm going to scream and melt into nothing. Oh, so incest as well. It's aged up. It's still a teenager. Just because the body is aged up doesn't mean that the artwork, the character in of itself is not set age. That's so weird. Let's see here. I'll always love you, Shad. All right, I don't know who this guy is either. Shad Base, be able to use it right now on Twitch. I don't even know who that is. There's so many people I don't know. I'm just going to skip ahead a little. Hope you're doing well, buddy. His act. 2018. So Shad Base drew the 21st century as a barely legal 18. Oh, no. Barely legal. Bro, come on, dude. Why did you have the barely legal part? Freshly 18, bro. I don't know who Meru is. Nora. I know somebody in this community who thought this was technicals. It is not technicals. Dion. Paperbat VG. It's another one. Hung out with Shad. Palo. Sir Palo. Now we're getting into something. Sir Palo. I grabbed a machete, killed the cashier, and got for free with a good joke. It's just Palo as usual. Yo, Tech is defending Shad. No, it's a joke. Oh, thank God. Sir Palo. Oh, interesting. You're doing something out of the realm. Nice. By the way, notice all these tweets are 2021 to 2020, when all the Lolicon artwork and the Daphne Keene rape work came out. Pay attention to these tweets. Oh, interesting. You're doing something outside of the realm. Graceful for drawing butthole. That is amazing. Why is she giving them corona? I thought it was dangerous for society. Thank you, Shadman. Very cool. Smells like oboe. That's a child. I think about this. So when it took time to model, it put texture on those balls. Wait. Can you actually see the horse balls? She's just getting rid off a cigarette. Taste of mom cheeks. Wait. Taste if mom checks her again. Stacy is really smart. Wait. You have things that follow someone and it blocked automatically. I don't know if you know. It's super okay. I only wanted you to know I thought it was whole Shadman beef. MJ is kissing a corpse. I make a video. I scream my shit out. Drawing the Cuphead and Mugman having sex. Good. If incest is a thing, I can't wait for rape drawings. Do I have to read that back to you? Do I have to read that back to you, chat? Do I have to read that back to you? I feel like I don't. Fair enough, but the Keemstar and Corbis thing too? Selly, remember, pedophiles are people that love children. People that draw children are artists. Besides, Shad Sites 18 plus, not for 0 to 14. Hello! Somebody says, hey, your friend drew pornographic art of real children. Palo's response is pedophiles are people that love children. Now you could chalk that up to an edgy joke. I personally will not. That's gross as shit. People that draw children are artists. Besides, Shad's site is 18 plus. Why does that matter when he still drew art of a child being fucked? Why does that matter?
Would Technicals defend Shad if he had information leading to the arrest of Leffen?
Don't ask me that question. Leave me alone. Don't ask me that question. Wait, what did he mean by this? Mick Lauer. In Lego City, you just roll with it. Can't wait for y'all to see it. I won't be watching this. I know. I've seen your YouTube history. Okay, so that's just him poking fun at Shad. Still weird. 19. I'm scared Shad Base is going to draw me and you. Dankula. Shad. Yes. This is Shoe on Head. It looks so good. Let me live with you guys. I'll sleep in the garage with Mangy Fox. I don't care. Tagging Shad Base. This is so adorable. Ooh, woo. This was 2018. After the Keemstar Lieutenant Corbis drawings. This is the thing, right? If you just timestamp when all the horrible drawings happened, and anyone that tweeted after that, it's not good. Let's see here. The King of Nihilism. The Amazing Atheist. Didn't he shove a banana up his asshole? Didn't he shove a banana up his ass? The Amazing Atheist. Let's see here. And poured hot oil on his penis. Yes, he did do that. I forgot about the hot oil on the penis. I forgot about that. God. This is so funny.
Just remembered something. Back in 2018 there was a guy that I went to high school with that had Shadman Art of Vault Girl as his laptop background.
I feel like I'm back in early college when I first started really getting into YouTube. I feel like I'm back in that era talking about Shadman again. Who's the amazing atheist? Oh, you have some videos to watch. You have some videos to watch, dude. Them. Why haven't you made gender swap version of me yet? You're such a cock tease, Shad. 2017, 2016, 2016. These are before that, so I gotta not let it go, but it's still weird. Anything after 2016, I'm interested in. Senor Grimm, 2021. Let's see who Senor Grimm is. I'm curious. Chris, is it possible people like Shadman had this sort of shit normalized to them by shows like South Park? No. I wouldn't say that. I would say, so there was a guy trying to defend all this shit, right? So he was saying that back in the day when Shad got big, it was because 4chan was big into lolicon and weebs and shit, which I feel like that doesn't give it an excuse at all. Like, at all. Senor Grimm is a porn artist? Okay. So I don't care. This guy's a degenerate. 2021, 2020, 2019, 2018, all this is after the Daphne Keene stuff. Do you know which creators deleted their tweets about Shadman? It's a pretty famous animator. Pretty famous animator, Shinji. You can guess who I'm talking about. T9. Holy fuck. Reports of Shad-based death have been gradually exaggerated. I wish he did die. 2018. And apparently T9 has made a statement. Let me pull up T9. What's his name? Okay, hold on. Let me pull up T9. I think he made a statement too. Yep, right here.
I cannot believe I even have to make this video, so I'll keep it very brief. No, I don't associate with Shadman. A couple of tweets made when I was 17 to 18 years of age and not even a content creator on YouTube at the time doesn't mean I was actively supporting a pedophile.
Alright, fair enough.
Be so serious. I didn't even know the full extent of what the man was.
Senor Grimm is a YouTuber with 1.3 million subscribers. No shit! Holy shit!
Doing on his site until I was 19 to 20, and since then I'd already written him off and have actively talked shit for years if people bring him up to me. No.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough, T9. Fair enough. This is a fun one. Crisp Blue Rat. Crisp Blue Rat. Try to censor 39. I'm trying to warn you before you show the booty hole on stream. There's a booty hole in there. Oh my god. Back in the day, knew Shadman. A lot of them were following him on Twitter. Yeah, no, I am very much aware that the old guard of commentary is on the chopping block. The old guard is definitely on the chopping block. Here's a better one. Stop. Rat Gang. 2021, 2021, 2021, 2021, 2021, 2021, 2020. Nice vibe with cats. In other words, it's okay to tell people to jack you off. Trust me, it treats me a lot worse. Let's keep going. Pokemon. Is that Pokemon? Oh, Pimp Master. Time for a three-way. Not rectangle. Is Nicholas and Augie in the choppy block? Why would they be? They've been staunchly against Shadman forever. Nick and Augie are clean. It's actually like your safe for work content pinup with limited nudity. I also like to see attempts at body diversity with characters. Fat fetish. Oops. I'm pretty sure Daphne and Velma are also kids. All right, 26. Shadbase, 21. With Rusty Cage. Who's Chaos? No 2. Cutscenes were desperately needed. We have Shive. Can't think of Sonic in any other way. 2019, 2018, 17. Yes, also clap your butt cheeks and say you're 14. It's amazing. That's bad. All right. Anissa! Shad Base Yard came to life. There's no context to this, so I have no idea what that's in context to. Bella Delphine. Post deleted.
The internet to avoid the Shad fallout.
We're good. We're good. So that's a good list so far. I assume that there's definitely more. A lot of these people seem to have made responses so far. I know Pimp Master Brutta is doing some shit. What did you expect from Too Mad? 2019, and Too Mad knew about the Keepstar artwork. A lot of people knew. It's up to 50. Are you shitting? Oh, it's still going. Here it is. 31. Chris Oni. Sorry, I draw the lines of pedophilia, especially pedos who have drawn porn based on actual real-life children. I think it's beyond some stupid shit that's openly associating, conducting, and drawing child CP is okay. You really not seeing this? I don't look at the stuff he draws because it doesn't concern me. I can see why people would get mad at that specifically, but it's just drawings. Sive's comment is an Austin Jones reference. Okay, at least it was just him memeing, but still weird. Chris. I get it. I get what you're trying to do. It's just drawings. It's not real. It's not real. 3 of them were real. And he was sexually attracted to Daphne Keene, Chris. Didn't the Game Grumps stop talking to Oni because they were friends with Shad? I'm not sure. Maybe. It's really just drawings. Probably focus on taking down the literal child rapists and murderers IRL first. Oh my god. Yes, I'm going to associate with a friend who is good to those around him. Drawing anything is permissible. Anything in the whole wide world. That's his choice. You should not be cool with somebody drawing actual children being molested. Chris. He called Daphne Keene an IRL lolly and then drew her being molested. This is all after that fact. Chris, I hope your position's changed. But you were definitely downplaying it in 2018. Anything the whole wide world, that's his choice. You don't have to look at his art. It's not like you're being forced. I 100% believe people can take a joke about anything. Child rape? Can we take a joke about that? I feel like I am open to all forms of comedy, dark comedy. I don't care. Make cancer jokes. Like, any kind of joke, right? Anything involving children is my fucking line. That's my line. That should be everyone's line. Anything involving kids is off the fucking table. I feel like that's a normal thing.
Woo! How long until we see lists of people who supported...
What did Shadman draw? Can you post a blurred version? I am not putting that on my fucking screen, blurred or not. What he drew was Keemstar's daughter sucking off microphones. No, that was Lieutenant Corbett. Sucking off microphones sexually. The other one was Keemstar's daughter being molested. And the other one was Daphne Keene, the child in the movie Logan, being raped. Find it yourself. Because I am not showing it on my screen. No way. No way. Shad has had my back since the day I've known him. He selfishly helped me out with bad situations. Okay, cool. But he drew CP of three actual children. Terrible. Psychic Pebbles. This one hurts the most. Because I like Oni. I like Chris Oni. I like Psychic Pebbles. This hurts the most. But from what I've seen is that Zach deleted these tweets and no longer stands by them. Not sweeping, but these tweets do exist. From November of 2017, if you want to spew hatred against me and belittle me, don't play the victim. If I comment on it, I never harass people, never block people. I have the right to criticize what offends you and call out your bullshit. Disagreement is not harassment. This person is fucking trash. Blacklist them. All right, lol, stop harassing me is genuinely how things go. I don't know what that's in context to. So I don't know how to feel about that. It's just weird that there's still associations to this day. Psychic Pebbles. Instagram model calls security guards. What a sack of shit. I don't know if that's about Keemstar or not. I assume that's about the Instagram model being a sack of shit because I believe Psychic Pebbles talked about it and said that person was a sack of shit. But Shadman retweeting him is not great.
For audience to find CP.
Yeah, it's not great. Locally, no, I did not advocate for any of that. I just will not show it on my screen. Not new here, using my original account on my Sony Soldier account. Oh, what's up, AC Gaming? Nice to meet you. Nice to see you again. Nick Cash! Shout out to Shadbase for the host. Appreciate the fuck out of it. Had so much fun streaming Overwatch. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. See y'all for tomorrow, December 16th, 2017. Let's agree to disagree. Shad, you already know them titties, though. I swear Psychic Pebbles was anti-Shad. I assume later on down the line, Psychic Pebbles cut off contact with Shad. And I want to say the same thing about Chris, but I don't know. I don't know. So I'm not going to definitively say it. I hope that's what they did. And if they did, I'm glad. I'm glad he did. I'm just being told that he did. I don't see it. So if somebody can find me that, I'll gladly say it. Okay, I'll gladly turn around and say thank God that they did that because I like Chris Oni and Psychic Pebbles, they have a weird ass history. As someone who talks to a lot of the ex-Sleepy Cab members, they do not condone Shad. All right, perfect. Because Evan is somebody that I trust. He's connected with people. They don't endorse Shad. So I believe that Chris Oni and Psychic Pebbles, even though back in 2017 they were still having discussions with it, still weird, not a fan of it, but at least they disavowed him. Okay? Legit, all the Newground guys cut off ties. They just went hard. They just had a harder time acknowledging their pal was a legit pedo. See, I find that to be weird still. It took them that long to figure it out. You know, you could argue I could argue all day long about that shit, but that's what it is. So if Zach and Chris put out, because of that, they didn't cut contact because of the shitty Drew laughing my ass off, then why did they cut contact? Chris was also didn't know about the Keemstar stuff. He isn't terminally online. Still weird. It was over interpersonal stuff. So it was over interpersonal stuff. It wasn't over the artwork. Again, I don't know that lore. I haven't seen that lore. If people want to send it to me and tag me on Twitter so I can take a look at it, I'd appreciate it. Okay? So let's see what Nux was saying. It seems Nux talked to had multiple private conversations with Shadman.
So Shadman takes lolly shit to another level. So Shadman is a Nazi-ish, pedophile-ish fellow. Shadman didn't just draw lolly porn. Shadman drew...
The Nux, the Chris the Dark, the Nux shit is just fucking YouTube drama subreddit. What? Well, the damage is done to Zach and Chris. CN literally doesn't want any kind of drama, especially if it involves shit like this. Fair enough. Chris had a major fallout with Shad, and the only person who supports Shad is fucking Stamper. I thought that would be Corey. He isn't even talking good about him. All right, fair enough. This Chris situation has a huge domino effect. Shadman, my instrument. Yeah, this is just... What year was this posted? September 2017. So that was after the Keemstar stuff. Kiwi, after the Keemstar stuff, after the Lieutenant Corbis stuff, all these people. You have Suzu. That's weird. Weird artwork. I'm just going to scroll past the butthole. Oh, fuck! Blue Breed Sass. Scroll past. Jesus. All right, so Cherry Picks, don't know them. Dark Princess 04, don't know them. Dimwit Wong, don't know them. Niche Gamer. These flight logs are getting ridiculous. Spad Kid. Okay. Spad Kid. Corey.
Who cites the YouTube drama subreddit.
Corey's interesting. RP's are the best edits for Shad. Aren't there tweets like defending? Is there any hate to Shadman? Everyone hates Shad. That's like his brand. I don't know, dude. If you're that worried, make your own website and host it yourself. That's what Shad did, and he managed to pop off just fine. Also, just giving you an option, Twitter might change its policies in the future. Sad uses Twitter frequently as well. He used to be able to post questionable content. I really don't know if you should call it questionable content. Corey is a hardcore gooner. All right. This shit is weird. The flight logs are crazy, bro. Yeah, seriously, what is it? Drawing real kids as is the brand, guys. Weird flex, but okay. Yeah, that's not something to be known for. I watch Oni play sometimes. Corey was also super weird. He was way too open about what he jerks off to. He's always been super open about what he jerks off to. Evan, if you're still in the chat, you know, I hope Chris and fucking Zach like stepped away for obvious reasons, but if it was just over interpersonal shit and not the artwork, still kind of bad, but at least they cut ties with them. So there it is. I'm surprised we haven't seen Big Ol' Tip on here yet. I think Tipster actually thinks Shadman is a legitimate pedophile. If I had to like give one Tipster W, is I'm pretty sure Tipster like disavowed the Shadman stuff back in the day and said what Shadman did to Keemstar's daughter was horrible, and Lieutenant Corbus and Daphne Keene. I'm pretty sure he said that at one point. So I gotta give Tipster like a rare ass W. Corey Spaz Kid has a lolicon folder. Oh no. Oh no. I'm not showing this on screen.
Is Shadman a Nazi only asking because Ethan is online says he was and I don't trust anything he said?
No, I don't think Shad's a Nazi. I think he just used Nazi imagery to be edgy. Like he did that. Yeah, I'm disgusted by what I just saw. Yeah, Corey's fucked. Corey's fucked. Corey's fucked. You remember Shad, what he did to Eddsworld? Yep, I remember what he did to Eddsworld. There's so many things about Shad that people don't know. All right, here. Let's do this. Okay, let's do this. What am I looking for? All right, here. 3 years ago, Tom put out a video on the sins of Shadman. Okay? This video in of itself is the most comprehensive video on all of the horrible things Shadman has done. So I'm going to have you guys, we're going to watch this so that you can all get an idea of why people are freaking out, that people are remotely even associating with him in the smallest of manners.
Shadman. It's a name you've probably heard if you've been in this part of the internet for any amount of time. A name so infamous, the mere utterance of it is considered a meme. A person so infamous, he's created a supervillain-like cult of personality, all hinged on going where no one else will go. However, most who know him only know just that.
Thank you for the raid, Xylee. Thank you for the raid.
The name, and usually have some kind of negative connotation attached thereafter. Most only know him for a few extremely notorious events where his name has become embroiled in controversy, and very few people are capable of truly assessing his character. Not many of this earth have managed to bamboozle the likes of Colossal is Crazy, and basically the entire internet community all at once. Even fewer have managed to simultaneously make Keemstar look like a victim, while also maintaining relevance for years following, and being fangirled by some of the most popular figures online. But
we just saw that. Bella Delphine did a Shadman cosplay, and Tom is right. Not many people, like, get past Colossal, all right? If I have to, like, glaze Colossal a little bit, not many people. Not many people. except for one.
To truly understand the position that Shadman was in at the height of his controversies, we must
Don't kill me, Cloud.
first examine his rise, both to fame and as an artist. It's worth noting that little is actually known about Shadman's personal life beyond what he said himself, so take all that information with a grain of salt. Instead of listing off a bunch of
I would say Stamper would defend him mainly because a lot of problems that make him do random outburst shit. Fair.
superficial qualities about where he's from or what his name is, let's talk about his actions. According to episode 27 of the podcast, Sleepy Cabin, Shad originally
All of these podcasts are still up, by the way. Like, I used to listen to Sleepy Cabin, and I would skip the Shad Man. Watch. I think we can pull it up. Yep, right here. Sleepy Cabin. These episodes are still up to this day. And there are episodes with Shadman in these with all the Oni Plays guys.
lived in Switzerland, where he attended an art university. However, he was promptly kicked out after staff discovered the risque half of his portfolio, causing them to report him to the authorities. According to the podcast, he was expelled and deemed a menace to society.
See, this is the thing, right? This is the thing. If your friend, bro, this is the thing, right? You are told, and this is the part that I find frustrating with a lot of the people that were cool with Shad. He tells you, I was kicked out of my country, expelled from art school, and deemed a menace to society because of the art that I drew. How do you not put pressure on that and go, what the fuck were you drawing? What were you drawing? You freak? What were you drawing? He was deemed a menace to society in his own country.
One of them was criminal psychology, and one of them was in the Justice Department.
Oh my fucking
Then
god.
they broke the bomb and said, we found some stuff on your website,
What was the stuff, Shad?
which is highly illegal, and we cannot allow you back on the campus.
Oh, well.
Because you're a menace to society.
Culture really said that exactly. You're a menace to society.
They made me sign a thing accepting that
That you're a menace.
Yes.
Son, it's you're a menace.
You are officially a menace
Yeah,
to
you are.
society.
Legally, you're a menace.
This would be the start of a long career of provocation. Still wanting to pursue a career in art, Shad did the odd freelance job before finally making his break online, garnering attention after launching both his website and Newgrounds account in 2009. This would be where his initial online notoriety and presence began to take shape. In 2011, he drew pornographic art of his own mother. The following year, internet animator Ed Gould,
Which is just fucking weird. Why the hell would you draw porn of your own mom? I get it. You're trying to be the edgy artist. Bro, that's fucking weird. That's not a misunderstanding. That's just disgusting. Why would you do that?
creator of popular webcomic turned serial animation Eddsworld, would tragically pass away due to cancer. While many outpoured with support for Ed, his colleagues, friends, and family after the loss, Shad had something else in mind entirely. Shadman depicted Ed being brutally molested by the Grim Reaper. For most people, this would be enough for them to be shunned by the community at large, but somehow, Shad consistently seemed to escape that isolation. The aforementioned
How don't you get shunned for that? A man died. All of his friends are probably your friends. And you draw artwork of him being molested by the Grim Reaper. What is this? Mr. Beast connection to cartoon CPR to Shadman. Hella. Need that big titty anime GF. This is all we've ever wanted. We can't quit now. Oh no. Oh no, bro.
podcast was what painted the initial
At least that was an adult. I don't know. This is so gross.
sympathetic portrait of Shadman, an edgy provocateur hell-bent on making everyone mad and having fun doing it. Though offensive, ultimately harmless. Everyone on the podcast, including Psychic Pebbles, Oni, Rice Pirate, and Spazkid, were eager to defend his behavior and stances, citing that his offensive artwork is not worthy of expulsion, and they were infringing on his freedom of expression. They would also mock those who were outraged at him.
See, this is the argumentation, right? And this is what I tweeted out. Hold on. I want to read this off to you guys, okay? I want to read this off because this is how I feel about it. Because this is the defense a lot of people were giving Shad back in the day, and I stand by this. The defense ran by creators back in 2016 was freedom of speech and expression, or he was just an edgy artist. That was never a valid excuse for allowing Shad to continue to operate after what he did to Keem's daughter, Lieutenant Corbus, and Daphne Keene. I stand by that statement. To this day, I stand by this statement. I stand by it. It's vile.
Constantly on the podcast.
But
Street red.
Now, what year did the Sleepy Cabin episode come out? Number 27. Eight years ago.
I was really into watching my wife get.
The issue is they never really use his website except Corey. Fucking, I'm not shocked that Corey did that. Let's see here. 2015. Okay, so that was before everything. That was before the Daphne Keene stuff. But he still drew artwork of a dead guy getting molested by the Grim Reaper.
telling me that proof that they're nothing but an agents of treachery themselves.
Right.
By like denying my rights to express myself in my own free time, completely independent
Disconnected from what
I do in school.
This seems to be the source of most people's inclination.
As always.
It's like 70 minutes ago. He's my biggest donation ever. Going to keep some RL. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Towards Shadman. He was friends with their
Open this. What is this? Yeah, I opened that already. It's funny.
favorite artists, people who were funny, popular, and talented at creating art.
He did Keem's daughter in 2016. He did Lieutenant Corbus in 2017. He did Daphne Keene in 2018.
He was part of the in-group. For a time, Shadman even lived with one of the hosts, Rice Pirate. He's made several popular memes, been paid tribute to by animators like Senor Palo, and is treated by the hosts of Sleepy Cabin like that uncle who says stuff just to scare you. But even back in the day, the truth is that Shadman was much closer to a different type of uncle. What they fail to mention on this podcast is why Shadman was expelled, and specifically why he sought refuge from Swiss authorities.
See, that's the thing. He sought refuge from Swiss authorities. To Swiss authorities. He was running from the police. How don't you, after hearing that, go, wow, that's bad. What happened? What's the artwork in question? How does nobody ask that question? How does nobody ask that question? Make sure to like the stream, by the way. We have 300, almost 400 people here, but 88 likes. That is crazy low.
In a post from October 5th, 2010, Shad writes that he was
So I can ask if Shad told him exactly what he drew when he first showed up. Yeah, ask him that. If you could ask him that, that would actually be really interesting. Because this podcast in of itself is them essentially not looking into it. Like, okay, worst criticism I can give them, right, Evan, is that they didn't look into it, but they should have asked better questions. And then after the fact, once the Keemstar daughter, Lieutenant Corbus, and Daphne Keene stuff came out, it's ridiculous that they didn't cut ties with him after the Keemstar daughter thing. I don't get how they didn't cut him off after that. That's how I look at it. Like the day it happened.
forced to remove all pornographic images from his site because of laws in Switzerland that prohibited depicting underage people in art. If you don't mind me asking, how exactly did your artwork get you in trouble? Switzerland has some law against underage persons involved in sexual...
Has some law. Has some law. You mean a law? A law that doesn't allow you to depict underage children doing shit. I think they fell for the cult of personality shit. I mean, Clown even thought he was going to take down the original pic of Keem's daughter. That's, in my opinion, bro, that's totally different. Here's why. Clown is expecting somebody to be a normal person, right? You have a drawing of a child in a sexual situation that is a real child. Clown comes in and Shad butters him up and says, okay, I'll delete it. Clown's like, bro, you're fucking weird. Delete the goddamn artwork. And then he lies the Clown. I get it that they might have been lied to as well. But the second that photo came out, the second that drawing came out, I would have been like, bro, get the fuck away from me. We are not friends anymore. That's how I would look at it. Now, they're in a different position. I was never friends with Shadman. But I still feel like that's bad. I still feel like that's bad. Look at that tweet. What is this? No, non-bird. A new allegation has broke out. Apparently, Chris Tyson's own sister has accused him of sexual harassment. What? I'm his sibling. He and yes, I use the correct pronouns. Wait a minute. I need to see if this tweet's real. Account's private with 114 followers. I don't know if that's actually his I don't know if that's actually their account. She went private, however. I have the screenshot of people talking to her. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if this is actually them. Because they did private their account. Why would they put out an allegation then private said account? That's a little weird. I'm not, that's weird. I don't know what to think of that yet. Until more information comes out, I'm not going to accuse Chris of that. Let's see here. He told me he got fully aroused. You stole my female clothes, put them on. He's deluded and disturbed. He's 100% a fetish. His narcissistic professionals have told him he needs a full psych eval. Jeez. Yeesh. Backlash? Maybe? But, like, how do we know that this is Chris's sister? How old is this screenshot? Did it just drop? I'll see if he responds. All right, I'm just curious what Stamper has to say. I'm pretty sure... I was about to say, I'm pretty sure Mick does not like me. So no way Mick's going to talk to me. So...
activity in art. The issue of lolicon is something that's debated pretty intensely online, with lots of people getting into trouble for their takes on the subject. For the unaware, lolly is artwork of children in sexual situations. While some may defend its right to exist, many express disgust with it and seek to cast out those who are involved in the...
What is this? If it's real, it's fucked. Too gay to lift. To all the people out there that think that illustrated and or fictional pornography depicting illegal activities should be illegal, why do you not apply the same logic to films and literature depicting acts of murder? Because one is dramatization of a situation. The other is child rape. One of them is child rape. Can you call in? Sure, Beckett. I'll call Beckett right now.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
I am having AIDS. This is AIDS. This is totally AIDS. That thread is also AIDS. But, like, I give you credit. I give you and your co-host. I forgot your co-host name. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Jenny is the one who.
I give Jenny
an awful lot of that research.
I give Jenny credit for that.
So there's a couple of things I want to say about the thread first, because we've had a lot of comments back, and like Willie's commented, and like so I want to say like a couple of things. Firstly, the vast majority of that stuff is post 2016. I think there was only two cases in there, which is pre 2016.
Amazing Atheist was one of them.
I think Amazing Atheist had like post 2016 stuff.
I think he had 2015. That's at least what I saw.
Cool. Okay, and one of them was like one of the artists who works with Newgrounds, and like it's not like Shad's artwork was unknown to the Newground creators.
Of course.
Like obviously it's me. I don't fucking care about canceling people.
Right.
But we were like everything was getting documented, so we just put a mega thread together. That's kind of where we're sat with it.
No, that's totally fine. It's just ridiculous how many large creators interacted with him, and then the cope from like Pitmaster Brother to Spondyle of all people, which is crazy, is that they were like, well, everyone did this, what's the big deal?
Some of the shit is actually insane. I will say this. So like I think I saw you Pelosa, whatever the fuck's name is, where it's just like, yeah, so like someone like, oh, he's addressed this, I'm like, as far as I can see, and this is just what I'm gleaning, most people seem to Amazing Atheist was up 2017.
I'll correct that. Thank you.
So most people seem to have cut ties after the assault stuff.
Right,
and,
the
like,
Daphne Keane stuff.
Yeah, where they're like, oh, he went even more off the rails. I find this actually pretty fucking wild. I'm like, I'm sorry, if you've got somebody and you're like, sure, he drew suggestive, something he said to Clown he would accept was sexualized, art of a real child, but you're like, oh well, the assault's too far. I'm just like,
that's shocking.
I'm actually kind of a little bit like, fuck off. That's such a stupid thing to say.
Well, that's my position on this. My position is from 2016 onward. At any point, if you because all that shit was super public, it became a whole problem. Everyone on YouTube knew about it, from the Keemstar daughter to Lieutenant Corbus to Daphne Keene. That was huge news. Yeah. Shadman was known as that guy. If you are interacting with him post 2016 after the Keemstar daughter stuff, I'm looking at you sideways. Do you know who surprised me the most in that list? Shu?
It was Shu on Head.
Yep, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. I'm like, Shu, you have burnt so many fucking bridges. And this isn't me accusing... Like, I'll happily call June a fucking skinwalker and all kinds of shit. But, like, June is somebody who seems to be pretty fucking principled on her hyperfixation of not normalizing anything to do with maps. And I'm like, but you're still interacting in 2018. Like, it's only once, and it's a joke, but it just feels weird. That was like, I was just like, how? Mm-hmm. And so those kind of things. I think I saw Nick's tweet as well to Willie, which was like, anybody who was interacting post this point should at least sweat a little bit.
They should, and I agree with that. That's literally my position. Again, the position that we should all have is post 2016. If you were still chummy with the guy and friendly with the guy and posting shit and commissioning artwork or buying the artwork or accepting artwork from him, I believe you should start sweating.
Yeah, so from my perspective, again, I think a lot of these interactions, I buy people I buy it less when they say about artists. People in the art community, and they're like, well, they didn't know. I'm like, fuck off. I actually just don't believe you. That's a crazy take to say because of how the art community works. But, like, I can buy that some people just are not plugged into anything. And a drama that happened 2 years ago, they can be out of the loop. But the thing is, like, people... We're watching this with Mr. Beast right now. Like, people are trawling through his old content to find fucking anything that they can pin on him and go, he said a slur, he did this, he had this, like, clip stuff. And I'm just like... Even the
Shadman connection thing, where he tweeted at Shadman, like, we want anime big titty women or something. Oh, no, somebody posted that, and then he said something underneath it, which was an adult character. But he also knew Shadman's work, because Chris bought that work. So
yeah, it's one of those where, like, I feel like whenever a drama happens with somebody like this, everyone does the troll, and it's interesting to see the response when we've just done a mega thread of people who are, who haven't been named yet. And everyone's like, I can't believe you've done this. It's a fucking witch hunt. It's like, well, if any of these people were the people you were currently accusing, you'd be using these screenshots and you'd be making the accusations. I think other than, again, like 2 people in that thread, we haven't done anything. We haven't really said much about how bad some of this stuff is.
No, you just posted the mega thread and this person interacted with Shad, this person interacted with Shad. You're just showing like a list of the amount of large creators now that did that,
and a lot, massively embedded.
And a lot of the cope that I am seeing is that, well, everybody did that. Everyone subscribed. Everyone tweeted at Shad to grow their content and grow bigger. And I'm like, why would you ever want to be associated with that? Just to grow bigger.
I feel like there's a lot of revisionism as well. Like, a lot of people are going, well, that's what the internet was right. Like, I'm sorry, I seem to remember dramas in like 2008 4chan over content like this, where people were like, what the fuck are you doing? So this idea that in 2016 no one gave a fuck and no one was calling out lolly content, like, for the people who, like, because people have made careers off this, right? It's quite interesting to see the responses to the Nux video, where every single quote tweet to the Nux video is, oh, look, grass is green, clouds are in the sky, the floor is made of wood.
Nobody's shocked by that.
But yeah, I just think it's kind of wild seeing the defense for this shit, because it's like the Mama Max stuff. It's like, well, Mama Max got away with shit because people were friends with him. And, I just like, I don't know. I don't know, kind of just own the position. If you didn't care because Shad was a big artist and he was embedded in Newgrounds, and he was, even by that time period standard, he was very old guard. I mean, it seems to me that the only people who were really calling this out, I hate to say it, were Keemstar and Clowns.
They really were. They were the only ones that were big. Somebody just sent me Null's response about fucking Shadman. What was it again? Hold on. What did Null say? Shadman has a very unique style that gives everything an immediate, definable shrink wrap sheen to it, and he managed to turn drawing an R word of real girls into some bizarre goon culture. I hope he dies. Base Null. Base Null! So I'm taking a look at this account because now they're saying that Chris Tyson's sister is accusing him of rape.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's actually his sister. I'm going to be brutally honest. And there's no way to prove that yet. It could be literally just a dude on there saying it. And it's not really them. Have you watched the Tom video on Shadman recently, though?
Not all the way through. I saw some bits of it.
Stop! Yeah. Wait! Shut up. Core! This better not be fake. Core! This better... I swear to fucking God. If this is fake, I'm gonna lose my shit. No way. Snow snitched on Shadman to Daphne Keen's lawyer. Yeah, no, I know that, Lauren. It's really fucking based of Null to do that. Is this real, Core? Please, I can't show this and it be fake. There's way too much shit going on and way too many fingers being pointed for me to do this as a meme. There's no way. I'll send it to Beckett.
Just fucking verification.
Is it real?
Oh fuck. Okay, when was it? Oh wait, what? 2001.
Yeah, that is fake. That's fake.
That's.
When did Twitter? Wait, what was Twitter made? You lied to me.
Yeah.
You lied to me. This is why I showed it to Beckett. It's 2001.
Yeah, it's like 5 years too early. Like,
5 years too early. No, Core just straight up, just actively tried to troll me and almost slandered someone. He almost slandered Tipster.
I said it to Jenny. Jenny was like, "What the fuck is going on?" I was like,
"Oh God."
Wait, read the month and day.
Yeah, it's September 11, 2001. 9:11 a.m. 9/11/2001. Am I retarded? I didn't read the date.
That's really funny.
I'll show it, but it's not real. It is not real.
It's not real. It's
look
not
at the date. It's not real. 9/11 at 9/11/2001.
It is, however, fucking hilarious.
Yo, Shadbase hit me up about a commission of me and my goth girlies. God damn you, Core. It's not real.
Okay, so in your opinion, how bad do you think the Shadpocalypse is?
I think a lot of creators are going to be sweating. Right now, you're already having people like come out and try to like either downplay what they did or just straight up own it. Like Ricky just straight up was like, dude, I talked to Keem. I realized my mistake with all this, and I apologize. Fair. I can give that to Ricky, but he only did that after Spondyle started laying into him. I'm going to be real. Pimp Master Brother, I think he's, oh my God. He is arguing with everybody and looking like a retard. Why is Vito defending Chris Tyson? Wow. Question of the year. Is anyone really shocked that Vito is defending Chris? That's what Drew asked me earlier. And I'm like, what? Do you expect Vito to have a good take on anything?
When did I've got a question for you. When did Chris buy that artwork?
Oh shit! When did he buy the artwork? When did the video come out? It was like during their early days on the Mr. Beast channel.
See, like, okay.
I think
so
that was. Oh wait, somebody said that they bought it in 2016 to 17, so that was after the Keemstar daughter shit.
Well, it might have been. This is part of the problem. So, one thing that so I was chatting to another content creator about this. Like, we were looking at one of Corbus's videos, and Corbus used Chris's gameplay footage in one of her videos, and we were like, okay, cool. Well, when was?
Oh, are we talking about the Corbus stuff now?
Well, but it was before everything happened. That's the point. So there's no Corbus. Firstly, was like well known to like everybody. she was a big deal because it was like, you know, fucking teenage, like preteen.
One of the largest commentary channels and youngest commentary channels.
Yeah, it was massive. So it's not really the same argument. And my question is, like, was this shit known about Shad? Had the drama fucking happened before or after? Because this stuff happened like late 2016 for the Keemstar stuff. And I think that timeline, nailing down that timeline from normies is like really, I think it's
tough.
Really important.
It's gonna be tough.
I do think it matters. I do think it matters.
Man, Vito, 2020. You should add this to your list. Shadman is cool. Tweeted on November
that's just going to be another one of
2020.
like, is anyone going to be surprised? Like people have kept sending things through, and like there were a couple of people, I won't name names, who we've looked at, and I'm like, look, we could keep expanding this list to easily into at least another like 30, 40 people who are big. I don't think with any difficulty, but at this point, I'm like, I'm in two minds, because I feel like the list itself proves its point that A, everyone was interacting, B, people who should have cut off contact didn't. You know, based on their own moral principles. Because let's be fair, just by their own standards, there are artists in that list who I completely understand why they didn't cut off content, because they themselves make weird artwork. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like Corey, like Spaz Kid.
Yeah, you're just like, okay, cool, you know, fucking, of course you didn't. Why would you care? But at the same time, it's like, would anyone be surprised to know that Pyrocynical interacted with Shad?
No.
Would anyone? No one's going to be surprised at that. No one cares. And it's like, at that point, I feel like the list goes from this is documentation to witch hunting, and I don't really actually want to witch hunt somebody,
I don't want to witch hunt. My main thing is mostly like laugh at it and like point out, hey, all of these things that happened in 2016, 17, and 18, all these people that were cool with it, I'm looking at you sideways. I have no desire to interact with you ever. I literally have no desire to promote, interact, or any of that shit. So that's kind of like where my position is. And I feel like that's a fair position.
I have issues with people who've made, like, again, there are people on that list who are very, very anti-lolly content, who are very anti any of this shit. But Shad didn't just do lolly content. Shad drew shit of real people. It's like, it's beyond it. And I'm like, I just don't like the fucking hypocrisy of those people in particular who've done that. I think it's particularly shitty. And at the same time, if you're going to take this big fucking moral stance on all the shit with Chris, I think you should probably be pretty consistent and go, well, there are people on this list who are big creators who you may not want to call out, who, well, maybe you should fucking look at this shit then. Because I agree that some of the stuff on the list is just like general interactions. Some of it isn't, right?
I see where you're coming from. I definitely see where you're coming from. This is just a mess. This is kind of like what I was thinking before I went live today. The thing I'm looking at, right, is, and how I position myself is like I hate the pedophile hunt shit. But I do find it interesting that so many creators were like chummy with Shad after everything. And your thread, if I have to give it like some form of criticism, has like different levels of involvement versus like somebody that is like super pro Shad, man. You know what I mean? So like there are people in there that definitely are shocking that they're in there, but there are also some that are like, they kind of got like adult artwork, and it's weird that they did it late. It's terrible. I think it's gross that they did it after all the Keemstar Daphne Keene shit. I still with you on that, but everything's all over the place. This is a total mess. There's a witch hunt against Mr. Beast, and now there's a complete witch hunt against Chris Tyson, and Chris has it coming, and now Shadman got thrown in the mix, so now everyone's all fucking emotionally charged about Shad. There's going to be casualties that don't deserve to be casualties. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but that's okay. But that's part of the nature of a drama like this, right? And like we didn't. I would argue we didn't open the fucking box. Like that's kind of where I'd put it. And the same is true, like, because when we started putting this together, people were running this shit about Ricky, and they were running it about Elvis. Elvis like came out pretty quickly and was like, actually, this is inaccurate.
Right.
And you can say that like people are going to get caught in the crossfire. I don't necessarily disagree with you, but that's. Do you know? It's a weird one because even if people want to make this argument of ignorance, of, well, people didn't know who Shad was, they had no fucking idea. They interacted with Shad because Shad was a huge huge artist. He was plugged into everyone. And that makes kind of that argument, in my opinion, a little bit weaker. Like, if you're somebody like, oh, I just interacted with Keemstar. Keemstar did Drama Alert? That's fucking crazy. It's like,
I feel like there's a difference between, like, Drama Alert and then somebody that draws pornography for a living. A little bit of a different aspect.
Well, how many stories have we had of, like, I mean, wasn't this the tipster thing? Of like the person who liked the lolly shit.
They
was like, I didn't know it was
rum.
lolly, and I didn't know the artist was a lolicon artist. I don't remember that really mattering to anyone in commentary at the time.
Yeah, it's still an important thing. I'm not like beating you up for it.
Yeah, I'm not thinking you are. I don't think you are.
Right.
I think that when you've got this many things, people want to be instantly defensive. Because I've had plenty of messages of, there's this person who I like on this list. But I think that it also says a lot about the people who are pretty pissed off and they're like, oh, you're trying to cancel them. It's like, well, I think people are reading into our intentions there because that's what they do.
So your position is not to cancel these people. Your position is to show that there's a lot of people of varying degrees interacting with Shad.
Yeah, I mean, it is a mega thread. The thread doesn't start with, hey, here's a bunch of fucking sickos, go after them. The thread starts with, hey, because of all the Chris stuff, well, here's a list of your favorite creators who interacted with Shad post, for the large majority, post 2016. That's what the thread is. That's what the thread says what it is. People want to, people did the same thing with the I Am Alex shit, and read into the fact that, oh, you're pointing out that she used the N-word. You're painting her as racist. We didn't say that. Other people said it about us. They read the intentions in. And my position is I think that says a bit more about other people than it does about us, frankly. People can do the, fucking crazy shit. It's just, I think they're doing it because it makes them uncomfortable. Because they're like, oh, shit. Well, it must be a problem with Cope and Steve, not the fact that now that we're being asked whether we're being consistent, that's a difficult question for them to answer. That's how I view it.
Got it. I see where you're coming from. I do. This is just a mess. That's kind of that's how I look at this. This is a fucking mess. Everybody's trying to grab something. It looks like everyone's grabbing at straws, myself included. I'm not going to pretend I'm not, but this is a mess. And Chris has opened the floodgates for essentially everybody to start getting scrutiny again. And scrutiny over the Shadman shit. No, I get. Hold on, Nani, I see you in chat. Me and Beckett are just talking right now. I'll get to your stuff in a second. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good. You're good. I've seen that through.
Yeah.
Nani as well. I think the baseline is this: if you've got something that it is stone cold as a position on somebody, especially when there is so much weird shit with Prism's investigation into Chris with the lava stuff.
Which that video was shit.
Yeah, it's a complete fucking mess. It's just own the fucking position. If you don't care about the vast majority of people on those lists who have bought or supported, or friendly or had interactions with Shad, then I think it's disingenuous to turn around and be like, oh, but Chris is the fucking exception to that. Because I'm because again, people say, oh, well, this was years ago. Well, it's also true for Chris, right? Mm-hmm. So I just think you should have some consistency with that. And if people want to have that consistency, and plenty of people do, more fucking power to them. But yeah, I'm not. I think, again, with the exception of the people who are in that thread actually sort of saying, well, if you draw art of a 14-year-old, you're an artist. And shit like that. I think that's pretty
those positions where they're saying, well, 14-year-old, blah blah blah, you're an artist, pedophile, whatever. That shit's disgusting.
Yeah,
nobody's gonna argue that stuff. And the Shadman stuff is an overall issue that stems from the Chris stuff, which is Chris was DMing a minor in the weirdest fucking ways possible. Is the minor turning around and saying that they weren't groomed sexually? Sure, but it's still inappropriate for a grown adult to be DMing a 13-year-old.
Okay, I actually completely agree with you here. I'm not going to fight you on that for a second. The one thing I'd say about this shit is, because of the way Prison presents it, I have no idea what the fucking timeline for this is.
It's horrible presentation.
The fact that they don't appear to have age verification processes in place is fucking ridiculous. But it's also not unique, right? Like, this isn't the first time we've seen a content creator who essentially is making content for a younger audience end up having interactions with a fan who they don't know the age of. Like, and it's kind of like the Edwin sexting stuff that came out. It's like, show me Chris New, and once that point happened, because they met up in person, show me what the messages are like after that point. That's to me is what kind of fucking matters, because we don't know, and that bugs me. And the way this is presented is, yeah, you know what? If you're a guy in your 20s and you are having like a Discord friendship with a 13-year-old, that's pretty fucking weird.
Especially with the things that you were saying in open VCs, which people have recordings of, and all this other shit. And...
Oh god, yeah. Like, we've been through all this with like Artcom. Like, I'm not going to fight you on any of this, but also that is like, there's the accusation of weird, lonely fucking content creators who don't know boundaries versus this person's a fucking nonce, right? That's like that's a higher accusation.
It is, but it's still just fucking. It's just wrong. Even if you're like a lonely content creator that doesn't understand boundaries, he had a wife and shit, a girlfriend during that time frame.
Hey, look,
still DMing a minor.
I'm not fighting you on that. I'm just saying that again, like
I feel like we just have to express that out loud, because there are certain things people are charged up about this, and you have to express that there are differing aspects to this. But overall, we all agree that DMing a minor in your 20s when they're 13 and keep talking to them until they turn 16, and then all the other allegations coming out, which can't be confirmed because of the Snapchat thing. And then now apparently someone in chat's telling me there's a victim that came out and said that Chris Tyson sexually abused them, and the whole sister thing, which Nani just sent me something that shows that it might actually be Chris Tyson's goddamn sister. Like, this is a fucking mess. It's a mess.
Yeah, I mean, again, it doesn't like I keep seeing things like Drama Alert did this with Chris shared revenge porn or something.
Which
on her old
channel. Did you see the original video and the link?
I haven't. Well, I wouldn't look to verify that.
So someone sent it to me. Shinji sent it to me. And it is the video talking about it. And Chris in the video is saying, if you want to take a look at it, look at the link at the bottom. And it is the link directly to the leaked photo.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking bad.
Yes. Like, that's damning. It's done. It's over. That shit's gross.
Yeah.
Like, this is terrible. And the whole reason people are focusing on the Shad stuff is because it's showing an overall issue. Now, like, there's an overall issue. Chris got called out for the fucking Shadman shit forever ago, and it got buried, right? Forever ago. And it kind of got buried under all the noise and people being like, oh, you're transphobic if you talk about this. Now, the Shadman stuff, with the context of all the other things happening, is showing a pattern of behavior with Chris Tyson that they are a degenerate fucking freak that DM'd a minor.
Yeah. I mean, again, like, it's... Oh, fuck. Like, the amount of times we've seen people with, like, really young audiences, like, it just feels like the Minecraft shit.
It is. Again. It's almost like the Minecraft community drama era.
I don't know what it is, but I think also Mama Max makes me more cautious because so many people got fucking like. And let's be clear.
That's why I'm not sitting here calling anyone definitive. I'm saying the Shadman shit's disgusting, and that Chris Tyson DMing a minor is inappropriate and fucking wrong. And until we see the DMs between him and Lava, or her and Lava, whatever, this shit's disgusting. And also, the Prism guy said, what was it? Chud Logic that he'd been reaching out to creators for a while and no one would take it. He reached out to Tom on his website. that he doesn't use anymore. And then he reached out to EDP and Chris Chan. What the fuck is a pedophile and a motherfucker going to do with that information?
Oh, Prism's actually retarded.
Yeah.
Unquestionably. And it's weird. It's had a twofold effect. Because firstly, it has kicked off more drama, but also it's made it a lot more fucking retarded.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, I think Nick said this. Like, the core bit is the core bit is the Shadman stuff. Realistically speaking, and that's where the focus is going to be, and I think it will be interesting. I think it will be interesting to see what the outcome of that is, because I wonder whether this is going to kick up a storm for like other people, because like I think it's the question of, well, was this indicative of other things Chris was
New
into?
donation from Ava Chris Tyson.
Is that true of other people who were interacting with Shadman?
Right. That's where things are starting to go. That's the issue that we're facing now. Is that, okay, well, one of these people were caught to be a freak. What about the rest of them now?
Yeah.
That's the problem that we're facing now. That's why so many people are focused on the Shadman stuff. That's why people are still focused on the Chris Tyson stuff, because now it's opened the floodgates for something fucking new. And there might be a fucking purge of content creators. That's why I said your favorite content creator might be on the chopping block. Chris Tyson for the 5. Do you need a babysitter? I'm out of a job. Thank you for the 5.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Jesus. That's crazy.
I don't know if people are going to be on the chopping block. I will say that there's so much noise. I think it might be one of those where everyone goes, we let this like go to sleep. You know, there's I almost think there's two responses. The two responses are this. It's either people are virtue signaling, coping really hard about what they actually believe. Probably stop doing that because everyone's got fucking skeletons, apparently.
Everybody from the early age of YouTube has massive skeletons. Yeah. We see it time and time and time again. Every creator back in the early days to 2016, 2017, they all have the worst fucking skeletons. They really do.
Yeah, I can't wait to be cancelled by some Gen Alpha person in like 7 years because I said slurs.
No one gives a shit. Dude, did you see the tweet that quote tweeted mine? It was like, what was it? It was me talking about the Shadman stuff, and I like made the joke, the Shadman logs are dropping. And then Clown responded to it and said, yeah, well, I'm just going to stop you right now. Every single person you ever know was cool with Shadman. And they quote tweeted me, and they were like, you have trolls remorse. You're cool with slurs and edgy jokes, but when it comes to like weeb shit, you're only criticizing it because it's popular now. And I'm like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? Saying the N-word is not remotely on the same level as somebody drawing depictions of children getting fucked. It's not the same.
That is super racist, Chris. I am disavowing you.
That's crazy.
What did George Floyd die for?
What did the BLM riots solve?
Oh, no, it is. God. It's just it's just Clown's right, and I think the thread displays that very well. Everyone interacted. I think a lot of people are very unwilling to cancel people they're friendly with or burn bridges that they think are useful. Especially around that time period, because everything was like a culture war divide.
And it was also a mass time of collaboration. Now nobody wants to collaborate with each other. That's been like a known thing forever. Is that after that era, have you noticed that collaborations just shot down the fucking tube?
I think one of the big things as well is, like Keen pointed this out, a lot of people are like, oh well, liking Shadman is edgy. And I'm like, there's a difference between being edgy.
There's a difference between being edgy and then being edgy and liking child CP. Liking CP. Yeah. And defending a guy whose website was taken down for abhorrent content and defending it by saying it's freedom of expression. That shit fucking gets me going, man. Oh, it was freedom of speech, freedom of expression. We were defending it because it was just the times. I fucking hate those people. I genuinely do. I hate you. I'm not here to cancel you. I'm here to tell you I hate you.
Yeah. Look, again, I don't give a fuck about canceling people.
Yeah.
It's boring.
I'll just say I hate you. That's my job.
Yeah, I mean, and again, I think it's very funny looking at some of the interactions some of these people have. That's pretty much where I'm at.
Right. Would you rather get your son called the N-word or raped? N-word. Every time.
Yeah,
like 1,000.
Why? It's like
1,000 times, Logos. My kid comes home and goes, Dad, I got called the N-word. I'd be like, and? If he comes home and goes, Dad, I was molested. I'm shooting the guy that did that. Like, what the fuck?
I've got somebody looking. I've also got someone looking into Chris's
sister thing,
in quote unquote.
Here, I'll send Nani. Nani sent me this. I don't know if I could show it on stream, but it does match some information. I don't know if you have that yet.
Let's have a look.
It might be.
So, the argument I've got is emails can be changed over time, even if it's a just email that doesn't prove an actual relation to Chris, and that username has no history on the way back machine before a month ago, right when this started getting picked up, suggesting that it was changed recently. That's sort of what Jenny dug up. So all
right, fair enough.
Yeah, like it's
I don't know yet.
Yeah,
there's some
it's a really difficult one because you'd expect someone like that to have a bigger presence.
No.
Like at least some way to fucking verify.
And then they went private right after they dropped said allegations. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, Jenny says if the account is from 2011, then there should be something on the Wayback Machine because they should at least be grabbed in like a spider crawl, which apparently there hasn't been.
I don't know. I agree with Verse. There's just not enough like concrete, strong evidence.
It's such a fucking insane thing.
And I do not want to be the guy that's like, this is real. I don't want to be that guy. I'm not here to like break fucking stories. I'm here to laugh at stupid shit or talk about stupid shit. But Nani does good work. I trust her. But
yeah, no, I absolutely like. I know how good Nani is.
But that kind of situation, especially with an allegation like this, we have to be the most certain we've ever been.
Yeah.
We really do. Like, we really need to. That is an allegation that can ruin ruin it. Like, it, not even, because the child thing's already fucking horrible. Adding this is going to bring it to another fucking level. Like, and then you have another guy, which there's no. What was the thing? Yeah, apparently somebody sent me a tweet that Chris Tyson is being accused of grooming them when they were 15. And then those Snapchat screenshots, I don't know. It's just gross. If all of that's proven, like without a shadow of a doubt, Chris needs to be like investigated thoroughly by the police. There's my position.
Oh, what a time to be alive.
Yep. But I'm just here to show people what Shadman is.
Yeah, based, honestly.
Yeah. I feel like people need to know what Shad is and why everyone's freaking out about the artwork and freaking out about the connection to Shad. I think it's not the most important thing, but it is important to talk about.
Yeah, I think even if it's just a case of going, well, this is what, like, again, I'm fine with it from a documenting point of view. Even if it's like, well, this is like what the collab community looked like, even as a terrible warning of like the people you might be collabing with, right? Everyone's, because I mean, it like in some respects, you saw this with Mr. Girl. You know, Mr. Girl was happy to like, people were happy to collab with Mr. Girl. He got brought into the fold by Destiny. Is that? I don't know. Is that something that people should question? I don't know. It's up to people.
I weirdly do not fuck with Destiny because of that. I get it. He was an interesting guy, but I do not like anything about Mr. Girl. Not a single thing. But that's just me. That's just me. Everyone can say the list is cringe. Me, I believe that the list, just like everything else going on, is fucking insane. I get where Beckett's coming from. He's saying it's not a cancellation list. So that's
Listen, if I'll be straight up with you. If there are people on that list, like, you can look at that list, and for the things that look egregious, I think we only tagged one person.
Yeah.
And that's because they were like, and like, that's us actually, because very intentionally, we're not like doing this as like, oh, you need to fucking answer for this. It's never been our intention. And again, if people want to read it that way, that's fucking up to them. Do what you want. But like,
Right.
I've never done the cancel culture shit. I don't fucking care.
Fair enough.
Like, frankly.
I know what kind of person you are, but that's just what it is. Right, not a single person who used that list to start a fire. That's what Verse is saying. I get it. I get that. Like, there will be somebody that uses it to start a fire. Me, I'm just going, holy shit, look at that. That's crazy.
Okay, so I will say this, actually. For the people who say that there's somebody who will use this to start a fire, like, I know Queeman has said this, the list's retarded and gay. If you actually use that list to try and start a fire, it will fail for you. Because as, like, you've said, and I've agreed with, there are people on there who are just general interactions. So if you try and take that list and go, all these people should be fucking cancelled, you'll just make yourself look fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And I would, and...
r/YouTube drama is using the list to deflect. I think they already made their own list before Beckett posted their list.
They'd been trying to. To be fair, they did use our list.
Okay.
That came up as main one with credited and things.
Okay.
But, I mean, yeah. Well, it's our fucking. I don't know. Okay. Here's my never-ending statement of Reddit. Anybody who takes Redditors seriously deserves what they get out of Redditors, because Reddit is the chess club of the internet, and have some self-respect. I don't give a fuck what Reddit thinks. and the day that I do is the day that I delete my channel. Okay. Fuck this shit.
Reddit is a terrible place full of terrible people. That's all.
Like, listen, if you're on Reddit, you have one job, and that's to decide whether you like the cutesy, hugsy stuff, in which case fuck off to Tumblr, or you like the edgy cancellation drama stuff, in which case go to Kiwi Farms. Reddit is a garbage fence-sitting website full of retardation. I go fucking.
Except for YouTube drama, they are super pro cancel culture. They are super into that shit. They make their whole life and dedicate themselves to that. They do. It's just what it is. Cited in the r//Slopes YouTube. Yeah, no, he just admitted to that. He brought it up. I brought it up.
Yeah. Like, I'm just saying I don't.
If it includes if it includes useless interactions and other varying involvement, why does a list exist? Compiling it all together would be my question. What purpose does that serve?
Sorry, read that out again.
Sure. If it includes useless interactions and other varying involvement, why is a list compiling all together? Compiling it all together would be my question. What purpose does it serve?
Okay, so again, the general purpose of the list is it's a mega thread. Like, a lot of what's happening right now is that people are looking at lots of different creators. Everyone had interactions with him, and like, rather than having like each person, like, because you can see certain people doing this to like random creators who are on that list, and they were doing it before we posted it and going, you spoke to Shad, you had an interaction with him, so you need to apologize, you need to hold yourself accountable for it. What the thread actually does is show that there were varying degrees, but everyone did. So it kind of allows you to go, it kind of gives you a picture of what the landscape was like 2016 post Shad's cancellation.
Mm-hmm.
As like certain people cut off. And I think the thing that's really valuable about it, and this has only really become clear to me in the last like afternoon, is that the people who are now saying, well, we cut content, we cut contact and stopped talking to him, by and large did that because of the assault charges. They didn't do it because of the Keemstar daughter shit. And that kind of shows you where their priorities were, in my opinion, because you heard about the assault and everything else. You're plugged in enough for that. Are you telling me you had no idea of any of the other shit Shad was doing? I personally don't fucking buy that. So, yeah, it's and anything pre-2015, with the exception of the Newgrounds artists, who again you can see in Turkey Tom's video, we're going to be pretty fucking well aware. These are people who worked every day. It'd be me like like me saying, "Oh, I know nothing about Chris" when we speak regularly and like make content together. So it's just like it's a little bit bullshit, right?
Beckett's just a faggot in DMs.
That's actually okay. If I speak about what you're like in DMs,
I listen. I just send you stupid fucking memes and then videos of Ralph high on pills.
That is true, and like people having heart attacks.
Shinji's trying. Beckett, we don't cancel people on KF. We just laugh at them like you guys. That is true.
Yeah. Like, and like again, I've got very much the same ethos. I don't fucking care. I don't want people driven off the internet. I'll have no one to make content on.
True. That you never want people to be like truly canceled. You want them to stay around so you could just shit on them relentlessly forever. Of course, people were around. He was insanely popular. Yeah, the problem is that the popularity, that's the sword aspect. It's like a double-edged sword thing where the popularity aspect, people knew about the Keemstar thing, the Daphne Keene stuff, and the Lieutenant Corbus stuff, and still continued to interact with him. That's it. And then starting the thread based on the Chris stuff adds to the pedo CP lens, whether you meant to or not. That's what Verse is saying.
Wait.
So verse criticism of the thread. Starting the thread based on the Chris stuff adds the pedo/CP lens to whether you meant to or not. Which.
Okay, I think it depends on your standards here, because if you're a guild, okay, so some of us are going to view this differently. I don't generally do guilt by association. I do guilt by like action. So if people like genuinely didn't know, or they took the drawings of Keemstar's daughter and was like, nah, that's weird, but it's not what I'd call lolicon or whatever. Like, there are a million different ways you can read that. If other people are doing this thing, it's like, that's the lens that it adds it to.
Mm.
I don't have much control over that. And like, I don't like this, you have to control how every fucking person's going to react to something. I never say anything or make anything if I'm doing that. I take the point, but it's just I'd rather just put the fucking information out, frankly.
Wait, he also
because otherwise, what am I doing? Because I'll give you an example from someone from the list. There was one of the interactions on that list. In fact, it's the one Willie called out and said, "Oh well, why are you calling this person out?" And I was like, you know what? Fair enough. It's just a picture of SpongeBob. I get the concern, but there's also a ton of comments from people going, "Well, her partner is a lolicon. She herself has been involved in random shit. She apparently has internet history." And it's like, I don't know the law on every single fucking person there, so I'm just presenting the information. Some of those people will have nothing. Some of them might have other shit or like hidden stuff. I can't. No one can do everything else,
you can't know until it comes out. You know.
Yeah.
Some people
are
saying
she's into Shota. So Willie sat like, and I like Willie a lot. I actually really like Willie Max. So I don't want us to sound like that. But Willie's like, well, it's just a picture of SpongeBob. Stay on topic. It's like, it's a picture of SpongeBob drawn by a known lolicon artist owned by somebody who's into Shota. And that's a lot more fucking context than Willie going, oh, well, it's off topic. Because I'm just like, doesn't that say something about the people who are interacting with Shad? And like generally about the people involved? I don't know. It feels like it does.
Mm-hmm. Give me the same. Okay, so verse one more time. I just mean if you're creating this mega thread following Chris, all the general conversations and everything else included will be given the same lens, which is very irresponsible. Willie is right. It's unrelated.
I mean, if they're given the same... I mean, at that point, aren't you just asking whether, like, we should be going after it? Because the alternative to that is a very different thread. It is, these people specifically had brutal interactions with Shad, and that actually is a cancellation thread. Right? Like, if I was going through and going, oh, well, I'll only take the examples which are, like, meet the criteria where I'm like, well, this person's a fucking nonce or doing nonce-like behavior, that actually would be me creating a cancellation thread. I think that would be a witch hunt thread, because also I don't know if there's other elements there, right?
Let's see here. One more person. I think his point is that why are we hunting down who may not have known the more disgusting art? which, again, there is precedent to say that some of these people didn't know about the disgusting art, but an example that's being used, the individual in question that Beckett and having the disconnect with Willie is that person is pro Shotokan and husband is pro lolicon. So I get it.
So it's like, so again, if that's the case, then does that mean Willie's wrong? And actually Willie should have looked, because and I'm not making that argument, by the way, but I'm just saying, well, Willie basically quote tweeted somebody in that thread who's a Shotokan and said it was irrelevant. Is that not like a terrible read then?
Let me just read the last one. Threads relating to pedos/CP is cancellation thread given the severity. Just because you state it's not an attack doesn't change that.
Do you know what? Fuck it. I mean, like, again, I think I've said pretty early on this. If people want to read it that way and people want to interpret it that way, I'm not going to get mad at you for doing that. It's just not my intention. And if people want to have criticisms for the thread, I'm, again, not going to get mad at you for doing that.
I don't think it's a
matter
matter
of lie to you about my intentions.
Yeah, I don't think it's a matter of like being mad or not. I think their position, or more or less Verse and some people in chat, is that they think that this is additional information that might be unnecessary for that, even though the Shadman stuff is a significant portion of this. And how we found out the more disgusting stuff is because of said Reddit thread and them saying, oh, Shad's gonna like this with the Violet shit. Like, I get that, but the intention, they're saying, doesn't really matter, because it's being wrapped up into the overall pedophile allegation thing. And people are going to take that as that, no matter what your intention is. I think that's their position on it.
Okay, I suppose the question then I'd ask back is this, like, the commentary community generally has seemed to be pretty consistent over the last several years of saying, if you're like liking or involving yourself with lolicon artists, then you are worthy of getting that heat, especially when it's known. And this was Nick's position. Yeah. So again, it really depends how you view it. Right. I'm not taking the position that everyone who involved themselves with Shad is a fucking nonce or into lolicon. I've not stated that. It's not my position.
Got it.
But if your position is, if you like a lolicon artist and you are supportive of that, you're a lolicon, which has been in plenty of fucking dramas, I actually just think that that should be your take on this list, because that's just consistent. I don't know what to tell you. It's not my take, but again, if other people are wrapping this up with, well, they all get labeled that way, it's not me doing that. It's other people. I can't.
You can't help
tone for every fucking denominator. Right. And you can see how careful I am with using words like pedophile. I'm not sat here being like, oh, that's fucking Chris's sister instantly.
Right.
So, yeah.
See, the reason I'm reading that out is because those are the dissenting opinions of that. And I had my own things where I was like, this doesn't seem that crazy. And I was going through it myself, and I skipped over a few of them because I was like, these don't seem that big of a deal. Yeah, so I get where they're coming from, and I get where you're coming from. I'm going to take the boogie position. I think the list is the list. The intention of Beckett was not to call people pedophiles, but people will use that. People will use it.
Yeah, and again, if people want to come at me and have those criticisms, you can say, I'm not mad at you, and I'll engage with you on them honestly. Like, I'm not just gonna be like, you're fucking retarded. So, take that for what it's worth.
Importance of the context is full, very important. Doesn't need to read like a coherent info dump. All right. Anything else, Beckett?
No, I think I'm good. Good. It's been fun to hang out. Have a great rest of the stream. Thanks
of course, dude. I would also just talk to Verse. I feel like the tonality between you and him, based on what he's writing, might be misinterpreted. I would talk to Verse. Verse is a great guy. He'll hear you out.
I don't know Verse. I don't know where to find you.
He's one of Tommy's co-hosts.
Oh, cool. Yeah, Verse. You can find me in the Now Recording Discord. Please reach out, and I'll gladly have a fucking call with you. That'd be great.
Yeah, of course. Thanks, Ben. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you too. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Thank you, Beckett. It's good to have the guy who made the thread on kind of explain his position on it. I definitely get the criticism aspects, and I see where he was coming from at the same time. It's going to be a little gay of me, but I do get it. Verse, I'm going to be real. I think talking to Beckett would be good. You guys would definitely be able to either hash it out, or you guys would understand each other a little bit more instead of using me as a medium. I think that would be more constructive, because Beckett is going to get shit for this for a bit, but he is right that we've called out people for less. So hold on, let me take a look at this. But using it as a medium is funnier. Fuck you, Verse. All right, so apparently Drama Alert confirmed that this kid was in the fucking Discord with Chris Tyson. What the hell? Chris Tyson preyed on me when I was 15 years old. Drama Alert has confirmed Nathan was a part of the Chris Tyson Discord and interacted with him.
Chris Tyson from Mr. Beast used me, manipulated me, and did very inappropriate things with me while I was about 15 years old. I was actually friends with Lava GS at the time, who is the main victim of Chris that everyone has been talking about these last few days, who claims he isn't a victim, but we all know he is, and we all know he probably got paid off. Not only that, but he's also under an NDA from when he worked for Mr. Beast Gaming for 2 years, and he tried to get me to join Mr. Beast Gaming himself, Lava. He's the one who actually sent me the contract and tried to get me to sign the NDA, at which point I ended our friendship because I knew they were just trying to silence me. Me and him were both initially involved in running Chris's Discord server, helping him set up his Twitch streams and moderating them.
Nate's calling me. Hey, what's up? You're on stream.
You just leaked your address. Please end your stream. As well as other technical back-end things that he needed help with. This Discord server that we were a part of had about 10 people in it, most of whom were minors. I'm not sure how they got in there, other than me and Lava. He won a giveaway, and Chris invited him after that. And Chris invited me after I saw one of his tweets asking for help setting up a Garry's Mod server for the 10 million subscriber Mr. Beast video. This turned into us having lots of private...
Yeah, that is true. NDA wouldn't count in crimes, though. It's true. It is true. If Keem committed a crime, I could have broke the NDA then and there.
Conversations with Chris and playing video games with him for hours on end. Not only did we do a lot of unpaid work for him that he promised he would pay us for, he would also frequently bring up sexual topics that was definitely not appropriate to bring up around 15, 16-year-olds, especially with him being like, I don't know, 20, 21 years old. He would even go as far as linking me several different porn and hentai videos throughout the time of me talking with him.
No fucking shot. Alright, hold on. Gotta switch that over. Give me a second. Nani's put together a whole fucking Google Doc now. Oh my god. Jesus Christmas. Oh my god, it's 23 pages. Jesus. Oh, this isn't even Nani's document.
Not only that, but he had an NSFW bot in his Discord server before he made it public. So when it was just a private server, his little circle of minors. And he would use this NSFW bot to spam different corn images, alongside all these 15-year-olds. He would also frequently call me dad and daddy as well as the others, which I guess we all kind of just took as a joke at the time. You have to think this is someone who we looked up to at the time, we idolized, we thought was the coolest person in the world, so they couldn't really do any wrong in our eyes. But looking back, I was definitely uncomfortable.
How do we know all their ages? Apparently they were all like friendly in the Discord. They all knew each other on a personal level. That's at least what he's alleging here.
At being called daddy by a 20-year-old. And even just thinking about it.
The only aspect that we have to confirm this is Keemstar confirmed that Nathan was a part of Chris Tyson's Discord. So that's the only notification that we have for that. I didn't watch the rest of it. Hold on.
These 15-year-olds. He would also frequently call me dad and daddy as well as the others, which I guess we all kind of just took as a...
I think we do need more substantial proof. I think we do. How Keem confirms anything. So how he's confirming stuff is through people in the Mr. Beast group. So take that as you will.
A joke at the time. You have to think this is someone who we looked up to at the time, we idolized, we thought was the coolest person in the world, so they couldn't really do any wrong in our eyes. But looking back, I was definitely uncomfortable at being called daddy by a 20-year-old, and even just thinking about it now, it's just uncomfortable. This server later went public and became his official Discord server, but before it did, he had me and Lava spend multiple days scrubbing this Discord server clean of all of the N-words he had sent in it, as well as his friends, as well as deleting the NSFW channels and making sure no one could see that he was spamming corn to minors. This story is so much bigger and runs so much deeper than...
I hate the YouTuber voice. That's the part I'm killing me. We definitely need more. We need more. Okay, so Lava confirms that he does know who he is. A lot of statements are made in that video about me are completely untrue. I was friends with him. We played games together and worked on Discord. He was later removed from the Discord because of how unstable he was. He would lash out and verbally attack other members on the team. I never sent him any contract, and I have not been under any NDA since 2022. I have not received any payments, nor are there any of my socials monetized. I did inform him that he might be offered a job to help work in Minecraft videos around the time I was, but this never happened. We did not scrub the Discord clean of racist remarks or pornography. We did convert the Discord from private one to a public one in a day, after it had been made public. This involves setting up moderation bots and channel permissions. We also had never done unpaid work. At no point was there any agreement that we would be paid for anything we worked on. Nathan has since deleted his original Discord message with me and him. He also deleted his original Discord account.
This whole thing is getting bigger and stupider by the minute.
Nathan was
made popcorn.
Nathan was more involved with Jake the Viking. Here's a video with Nathan in it being tagged as the editor. Yep, there he is. Video edited by this guy. The whole employment thing of them being kids is fucking weird. I don't like that. You're employing kids? Not a fan of that. Yeah, this seems like Gay Ops Central, if I'm being brutally honest with you. But we don't know enough. That's the problem with all this. Chris puts out like a bullshit fucking statement that doesn't really have any substance to it. And then we all have to like take into account what he says. It's ridiculous. What is this? I want to just go over the Shadman stuff, and now we're here. My name is Dawson, a former Mr. Beast employee trying to expose what I believe to be highly unethical and illegal practices of the company. This document contains evidence of one. So we are taking the word of people that are writing Google documents, okay? Let's just keep that in mind. Money, none of this is monetized. Clout, I've been in the industry 10 years. I started an on-camera personality but switched to being behind the scenes and enjoyed that life more. Dawson knew, by the way.
A miner needs a Q-Radian to sign any contract.
Yeah, true. My reason, I want to read this one. For doing this, that is, I believe Mr. Beast is a corrupt organization and is bad for humanity despite the growing public image. See, this is a weird fucking sentence, if I'm going to be brutally honest with you. The fuck is this? 5 hours ago. This video is not monetized. This video is not about Chris Tyson. This is educational purposes only. This video features materials protected by fair use. Dog pack. It's an hour-long video. Jesus. I've been consistent before I got hired. I believe children use YouTube as a form of play, the evolved way to learn and practice skills later in life. That's stupid. I've studied play at length. I would consider myself first-generation iPad kid, so I understand firsthand the role content can play in a person's development. So I often appalled when higher-ups at the company would talk about sophisticated ways to exploit children's psychology and development for their own gain while disregarding the well-being of those children. It's just making YouTube videos. I feel like you're adding a lot more to that than necessary. Recently, grooming allegations came out against Mr. Beast co-star Chris Tyson. I believe the company is aware of the evidence against Chris Tyson long before the accusations came out, and they chose to protect her and try to cover up the evidence for a long time. Yeah, Dawson got fired. Yeah, it's Sakura. That's what I'm thinking. So every children's TV studio as well. So that's bad. Like, this document already is reading to me not that great. It seems like it's written by a disgruntled child. This sounds like a kid was convinced Mr. Beast is evil. Yeah, no, I definitely see where you're coming from with that. Condition the viewer to see Mr. Beast as a trusted authority. Show the viewer that loyal followers were given big rewards by Mr. Beast. Call on the viewer to act and promise big rewards in return. What is he trying to accuse him of? A Ponzi scheme or like a fucking MLM? This video has tons of deceptive CGI, but Jimmy denied it on Twitter. This video also uses terrible CGI. This document is retarded. Who cares that he did CGI? Brent's storyline is mostly faggoted. 58 just didn't hear 52's wink at the added post. This is retarded. Like, what? Who gives a shit about that? Multiple female Mr. Beast employees can be seen competing in the Boys vs. Girls challenge. Although it was not disclosed in the video, allegedly due to several female workers getting out early, the production team took steps to get more boys out, ultimately rigging the system since the girls team won. Who cares? Like, who cares? Did you watch the Chud stream regarding the Groiper getting exposed for doing an entrapment piece on Lava? Yeah, the retard that wears the Chris Chan medallion. I'm not taking that guy seriously. This is retarded. This is a retarded document so far. Where is the Chris Tyson part that apparently matters the most? Feastables, Mr. Beast philanthropy, trashing film sets, crypto scams. What crypto scams? Yes, I'm Mr. Beast. So you're also calling Mr. Beast a crypto scammer. The biblical beast. Okay. This document's ass. Let me read this. If you take this document seriously, you're a fucking retard. I only mentioned this theory because multiple employees of Mr. Beast brought it up at a way it seemed like they unironically thought Jimmy was controlled by Satan. I am agnostic. Done. Mental patient. That's all I needed. This document's ass. What the Mr. Beast is the Antichrist. I fucking love the internet. There's moments where I hate it, like this, but then there's moments that I absolutely love it, like that. You can't...
Did you watch the Chud stream regarding the Groiper getting exposed for doing an entrapment piece on Lava? How many gay ops are
Naughty, thank you for sending me the dumbest fucking document. I didn't even read the whole thing, and the minute I saw the Antichrist line, I'm like, you're retarded. You're retarded. Get the fuck out of here. Like, you fucking dumb motherfucker. You should kill yourself. You should have listened to the voice of the vid for a minute. Bet it was Schizo. I worked for Mr. Beast. It just uploaded 5 hours ago. I mean...
Do you think attention is the most valuable currency in the world?
Well, of course.
I want to skip ahead.
He knows that his audience is young.
Oh my god! It's the dude who's... Okay. It's the dude who put out the tweet of him driving by the Mr. Beast compound and showing proof that he used to work with Mr. Beast. Oh no. Oh no. He dressed like Content Cop. Am I supposed to take this seriously? I'm not kidding. Am I supposed to take this seriously? What? Yeah, disgruntled employee confirmed, bro. Currently, the only Snapchat logs and Twitter DMs with Chris are currently. I think only the Snapchat logs and Twitter DMs with Chris are real, in my opinion. Okay, fair. I don't know. I genuinely have no idea anymore. This is a complete fucking mess. Like me and Beckett were saying, this is a fucking mess of a story. Everything is getting blown out of proportion. Everything is getting fucking out of control. The Shadman stuff, I just wanted to laugh at and show you guys Shad and how crazy it was that these people were cool with him. But, like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? This dude, he put PewDiePie in the fucking video, for God's sakes. Ethan Klein. The Feastable stuff. This video is like that document that we just looked at. Now, I haven't watched it, so I can't sit here and be definitive on it. But, like, It's not helping. This is not helping. This is not helping. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Mr. Beast Burger. Evil Mr. Beast featuring Mr. Beast. I just want to click on a random part.
New donation from Bubo.
Thank you for the direct dono, Bubo. I'll read that immediately. Up next on Crap Edition, Mr. Beast and Chris Tyson, Epstein Island. Okay. Okay, dude. Okay. Okay, bro.
The Antichrist Mr. Beast gave Booby cancer and took it away when he needed it the most.
Bitchin', holy shit, so true. There's 2 ex-employees that are just saying crazy shit. This video is so weird. I can already tell this video is going to be ass. I might wait. I might watch this on my own time. I don't want to sit here and watch the whole thing. I want to get back to the Shadman stuff, if I'm being honest. One last thing until we drop the Mr. Beast shit. I want to hear what Leon Lush had to say about the... Because there's a weird comment Mr. Beast did make about Bad Bunny. Was it Bad Bunny? It was some 14-year-old girl. He made a very horrible fucking comment. I want to know what Leon Lush has to say.
Just wanted to chime in regarding this old podcast clip of Mr. Beast currently trending because I also happen to be in it, and I was there. So hopefully I can offer some honest perspective.
Bad baby, thank you.
Beyond a Twitter account farming engagement. Now, for context, this was a long time ago at the beginning of our YouTube journey when being edgy was a content strategy. Cringe in hindsight, but those were the times. Here's the first part of the clip.
And he did say that he enjoys the Catch Me Outside girl and thinks she's funny, so let's just...
So that just shows what...
Let's be real. You want to put your dick in it?
I mean, it's
probably not.
Enjoying someone and putting your dick in someone is a whole different story.
Now, it's hard to hear, but after the "you wouldn't put your dick in her" statement, I think it's important to note he says, "I wouldn't do that. She's way too young," after the initial unfunny joke. Also relevant was our general demeanor at the time, as he also said this at another point in the podcast.
Wait, let's say something offensive that people can take out of context.
Don't tell me manifestation isn't real because...
Oh my God, you've got to be shitting me. Okay, so then I was wrong. It wasn't even a weird statement. It was a fucking out of context. It was a fucked up joke. It's gross. But he did say I wouldn't do that right after saying it. So, like, weird. I'll watch that later. Wait, yeah, wouldn't be shocked. Yeah, good job, Drama Alert. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, Keemstar. 10 out of 10. Well, that to be real... about something, right? So this is true that this video was deleted off of the podcast channel. So that's a little fucking weird. Okay? That's a little weird. I have to say that much. But Wet Hot Soup deletes shit like all the time. So I don't know. Another great Keemstar moment. Another great moment. And he's friends with Mr. Beast. All right. What about Jake the Viking saying Jimmy knew? I have no idea. He said he didn't really say anything of note in the Twitter space because he joined the Twitter space with Keemstar. None of it was important, and it was the most retarded fucking goddamn. It was the most retarded fucking thing I've ever heard in my entire life. That entire Twitter space was a waste of everyone's time. Don't listen to it. It's ass. If there was something in there, I would have told all of you. Ava's still listed as a member. They probably just didn't get to it yet. If I had to be like charitable on this, they probably didn't get to it yet. Co-founder and then main crew members Chris Tyson's on here. So, and plus, didn't Mr. Beast Burger go under? Isn't it not an operation anymore? So this website's essentially dead, right? Or am I wrong on that? I don't know. Weird. I think they might have just fucked it up. I just saved this for my own watching purposes. Let's watch the Shadman stuff.
Creation or enjoyment of that kind of content. So, when Shadman began explicitly focusing on drawing pornographic art of characters that resembled children, it was inevitable that he was going to receive a lot of backlash. But to his friends and his fans, this was simple to defend. It was disconnected from reality, and like his previously controversial artworks, were only done to provoke, ignoring that this—
The line was taken out of context. We don't know about... I'm not going to sit here for an additional hour and watch this. I'm going to get you guys over to Jim's stream, so I don't want to take up my whole time watching that Mr. Beast video. If it's good and if there's good information in there, I will go live about it. If it's complete and utter dog shit, you'll never hear me talk about it.
Art was directly enabling pedophiles, and he was now receiving funding from pedophiles.
I'm just going to tell you my position now on that, because I really didn't want to join a pedophile hunt.
At the very least, at this point, his behavior was defensible. But it was soon that these defenses would be heavily strained when in 2016, Shad began drawing art of real children. In the months leading up to the 2016 presidential election, Shad was gaining a lot of attention. This was due to the recent popularity of his Overwatch art, as well as his political-centric comics, such—
Dude, he made Hillary... Look at this shit. He made Hillary Clinton a lolicon. Most recent article on the site is June 29, 2024. They still use the site. Okay, so then, yeah, that's weird. Like, look at this. People knew about this guy forever.
Is Hill Lolly Clinton. On November 8th, an anonymous user asked Shadman on his Tumblr if he'd draw Keemstar's daughter performing oral sex with Donald Trump. At the time, Keemstar's daughter was only 7 years old. Shadman took a screenshot of the post and stated on Twitter that he'd do it if Donald Trump won. So, 3 days later, when Donald Trump won the election, Shadman decided to post art of Keemstar's daughter as a compromise for the bet. While not explicitly suggestive, the implications of even putting this image on his largely lolicon-centric site was enough to cause backlash. In response, Keemstar simply stated that he was calling the cops, not wanting to feed more attention to someone who was capable of doing even worse. So, one of his good friends came to bat for him instead. That friend would be Colossal is Crazy, one of Keemstar's podcast co-hosts, as well as a popular YouTuber in his own right for videos which have often covered sexual predators like Lionmaker. After first calling Shad out on Twitter, he was eventually brought onto his stream, where the two had a surprisingly civil conversation. In this stream, Shad—
Which, I'm gonna be real, Cloud was being really, really fucking civil. I'm pretty sure Clown was just waiting for an opportunity to jump on him.
Shadman admits that he may have gone—
But Shad... I don't know how Shad got away with that shit.
He flatters Colossal, stating that because he respected him, he was going to take down the image.
Totally understand. You understand that it was obviously part of like the controversial nature of the picture to post it under—
In 2016, Shadman was drawing discussing sexualized drawing of underage cartoon characters. Yeah, he did that with Violet of The Incredibles and a few others, so people knew that shit. And then on top of that, he uploaded a drawing of Keemstar's daughter onto a website that is specifically pornographic related.
Context.
It started off as a controversial joke.
Yes.
You didn't go through with it.
I would have never.
You did draw a picture of Keemstar's daughter in kind of like, obviously she's not naked.
I guess Lockout Live is being DDoSed apparently.
But I do feel like
you're shitting me. There's no way. I just saw some weird ass shit. Lockout Live's being DDoSed. Okay, no, it's not. It's literally not being DDoSed. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's still up. Like,
there are sexual connotations regarding that picture. Would you agree?
Totally agree. Yes, totally agree. Colossal, I respect you like a hell of a lot. And
Eric Clown was a soft tact to get him to take it down. Yeah, no, Clown went easy on him to like get him to take it down. But realistically, Shad never took it down. He just straight up lied.
Just like man to man.
Like he had to get more pressure to take it down even after this.
And if you think it would be better for me to take it down, I would...
Boogie is not getting a tattoo. He is not getting a tattoo. I refuse to believe that. It's not real. There's no way he's gonna get liar tattooed under his eyelid.
Take it down.
Or on his forehead or whatever the hell he's doing. He is? No way. You're a liar. No, not Larix. I don't want to watch Larix. I'm just... Alright. If Boogie IRL streams... It's happening now? No, it's not. You guys are trolling me. Literally have it on my second window.
Respect to you.
If you could do that, I think that would be wonderful.
You know, I'm gonna go do that right fucking now. I'm gonna take it down out of respect to fucking Colossal.
I appreciate you doing that.
I'm gonna do it, and obviously it's gonna be fucking all over.
The picture is already out there, yeah. So I understand.
Where Colossal expected a combative provocateur, he was instead met with someone who seemed reasonable. But the emphasis here is on the seam. Shad makes multiple concessions throughout the video, that he will take the image down and never cross this line again. But
yeah, what happened to Shadman is a great video too.
Following the conversation, He fell through on both, deciding to keep the post up on his website, as well as continue drawing very similar art in the following months. Whether he ever had any intention of making amends is unclear, but it comes across as a blatant lie to Clown's face. In a later edit to the description of the drawing, Shad writes that he was keeping the art archive to prove that it was not porn, and that he...
Dude, he was keeping the archive. So he, again, refused to take the photo down, which Clown said you have to take it down, and he refused to take it down.
Would not draw any more of it. He then claims that he never actually considered going through with anything actually explicit. Well, that's great, right? Sure, he didn't take the...
Hold on, what is happening? Okay, it's still the music.
Art down, but his rationale was believable. The problem is, that promise of never drawing suggestive art of children was broken only 3 days later. Before she became Soph and was deleted from YouTube, Lieutenant Corbus was an important...
So, you hear that important part, guys? Just pay attention to this part. He says, oh, it's not porn. I will not draw any of this. I will not draw an actual child on my pornography website. Let's hear what happens right after that.
He then claims that he never actually considered going through with anything actually explicit. Well, that's great, right? Sure, he didn't take the art down, but his rationale was believable. The problem is, that promise of never drawing suggestive art of children was broken only 3 days later. Before
3 days! 3 days. Draws art of Keemstar's daughter and posts it to a porn website. Says, I'm keeping it up. Fuck Colossal. After saying I'll take it down. Lied to Colossal. Then 3 whole days later, this dude is going to draw this child in a suggestive way.
Before she became Soph and was deleted from YouTube, Lieutenant Corbus was an important figurehead in the commentary community. After receiving a shout-out from Pyrocynical, she was an up-and-coming creator most notable for posting above-average commentary videos while being just 11 years old. However, her newfound success as a young e-celebrity wasn't met without its blights, one of which came when Shadman started watching her videos. On November 18th, 2016, Shad continued his trend of drawing real-life lolly art when he drew Lieutenant Corbus posed sexually with a microphone over a vaporwave backdrop, with some very explicit captions accompanying them. Keep in mind that this girl...
Are you starting to see why I have an issue with the artwork that this guy was putting out? Are you starting to see the issue why people are giving Chris Tyson shit and why this is tying into the story of Chris Tyson? Are you starting to see why I'm pissed off at this chat?
Was new to being a celebrity at the time, and once
why do you think I think this shit is gross?
Again, was just 11 years old. A post from the Sleepy Cabin podcast subreddit from around this time questioned if Shad had gone too far, with one of the common defenses for his art being the top reply in the thread. I don't think he'd put so much effort into an epic troll as you put it. I think he was doing it for a bit of fun, but also because it's what he enjoys doing. It's completely separated from reality for him. Linking the girls...
It's completely separate from reality to him. It is a drawing of a child. How is it separated from reality if it's based on a real person? How do you even say that? How do you even say that? How do you say that?
YouTube was a bad move, but he doesn't control what his fans do or say. Nothing of real effect is going to come from a drawing on the internet, ultimately. It's very funny to me that this comment both claims that Shad's art is completely disconnected from reality and has no bearing on it, while also acknowledging that the person he drew is a real little girl, and that he links Lieutenant Corbus's YouTube page at the time. Like, do these people forget that children aren't meant to be exposed to explicit materials in general, nonetheless of themselves? Do you think there are no potential negative repercussions to a child being sexualized to a large audience? I normally am not someone to say that influencers should be responsible for their fans, but one has to wonder what kind of behavior Shad was encouraging by drawing an 11-year-old in this fashion, and even linking her channel for all of his fans to see in the same post. What kind of audience is he looking to attract, and what kinds of things does he want them to say about the subjects of his drawings? On an unrelated note, here are some images of Shad's fans getting the underage people depicted to sign his artwork.
Oh yeah, I forgot. He also did 11 from Stranger Things. Forgot about that too. And that a complete freak went to the actress and had them sign the artwork of them.
By this point, Shadman's name was becoming toxic.
Forgot about that. Toxic.
While some still tried to defend his actions under the guise of it not being explicitly not safe for work, it did little to negate the overwhelming body of evidence that was forming. There was, at the very least, a small level of plausible deniability, but this is where the narrative truly breaks for his defenders. Because while everyone was focusing on Shad drawing children in the context of YouTubers, this entire time, Shad was modeling porn based on child actors. Art of Emma Watson as Hermione Granger when she was 10 years old, art of Millie Bobby Brown when she was 12. But what would finally catch the attention of the public and eventually get Shadman into legal trouble was his depiction of Daphne Keene after her role as X-23 in the...
This is where shit is going to get dark. Like, very, very fucking dark. Like dark. Like dark. Okay? Get prepared.
Film Logan. On January 24th, 2017, leaked Discord messages from Shadman showed him posting set photos of Daphne Keene, captioning her as being molested and calling her an IRL lolly after watching interviews of her. More messages from the 6th of March show Shad stating that he'll...
I will go watch Logan alone. I want to see my girl, Daphne Keene.
be rewatching the film alone so that he can once again see his girl, Daphne Keene. While some have shed doubt on the veracity of these messages, it's hard to believe they're not real when only 3 days later, Shad posted an 8-image set of the actress being brutally molested onto his website. She is depicted
8-image thread. An 8-image thread of this child being molested was posted onto his website. He drew all of that. He did all of that within 3 days. Within 3 days, he drew 8 drawings of a child being molested.
depicted severely beaten, scarred, and covered in urine. At the time, she was only 12. These images caught the attention of Null, the site owner and head.
This is a null fucking W. I don't care what people say. Massive null W.
Administrator of Gossip Forum Kiwi Farms.
But he drew Lieutenant Corbus. He drew pictures of, I can't show any of these pictures because they're all pornographic. He drew pictures of Daphne Keene from Logan.
Makes sense he didn't, wait. Makes sense he did coke, didn't he, or meth? I heard it was heroin. Yeah, see, this is Keemstar's fucking daughter. This shit is gross. I wish he died of a heroin overdose.
Being raped by her co-star, Hugh Jackman, and not just raped, like pissed on and shit on and brutalized and fucking like mauled like a bear by Hugh Jackman as the Wolverine.
Disgusted with his behavior, Null reported Shadman to Daphne Keene's talent agency.
And what?
Ralph.
As the Wolverine.
Disgusted with his behavior.
I'm in some legal issues until further notice. Won't be active online till this is solved. Shadbase is online. I'll try my best to change that. I am in legal issues. What are the legal issues, Shad? What was it, Shad? You're kind of like not telling people publicly on Twitter what you were in legal issues for. This is the ultimate Null W. Null is a fucking god among men for doing this.
Null reported Shadman to Daphne Keene's talent agency.
And once someone started saying that I was a Karen because I had reported Shadman to the talent agency of Daphne Keene for drawing her being raped by Hugh Jackman, I was like, okay.
Causing Shad to receive a cease and desist email from her lawyers. Shadman decided to publish the email himself on April 10th, claiming X-23 was simply a fictional character who...
Let me read this out to you guys. This is the mindset of the kind of person that we're dealing with here. This was tweeted on April 27th. Okay, April 27th. No more X-23, kind of like brushing aside the fact that it's the drawing of a child, just brushing past that. That's a no-no. Even though X-23 is a fictional character, it looked too much like the actress. Daphne Keene's lawyers cucked me. Let me read that back to you real quick. Even though X-23 is a fictional character, it looked too much like the actress. Daphne's lawyers cucked me. This is the kind of person that needs to be locked up in a fucking jail cell. They're turning around and saying, well, it's fictional. It's a fictional character. It's a fictional character. You use Daphne Keene as a reference for that disgusting artwork, though. If you used X-23, the adult version, people would probably be like, whatever, man. But you drew the child. You drew the actress. You drew the child. You drew the child. You used her as a reference, Shad.
Look to...
Dear site operator and host provider, we are litigation counsel for actress Daphne Keene, a 12-year-old minor. we have become aware of the website shadbase.com has created and posted pornographic anime cartoon images expressly depicting our client naked and engaging in explicit sexual acts. The location and URLs of which are listed herein below.
Much like the actress.
Remember, he just got cucked. Remember, he just got cucked by Daphne Keene's fucking lawyers, apparently.
The message read, Dear site operator and host provider, we are litigation counsel for actress Daphne
Remember
Keene,
that.
a 12-year-old minor. We have become aware that the website shadbase.com has created and posted pornographic anime cartoon images expressly depicting our client naked and engaging in sexual acts. This caused Shad to not only go offline for a few weeks, but his site to be dropped by its host entirely. This destroyed any semblance of the defense that Shad does not sexualize any actual children, with Shad not only clearly drawing pornographic art...
That's literally the actress. Look at that drawing. Look at that drawing. Where's the actress? And then, oh, where'd it go? Look at the drawing. Where's the actress? Where? I need a photo of her. Nope, not Hermione.
Her in IRL Lolly.
Look at this photo. Look at that.
To be dropped by its host entirely. This destroyed any semblance of the defense that Shad does not sexualize any actual children, with Shad not only clearly...
Look at the art. Look at that. I want you to soak that in real quick. That Shad was saying that the lawyers cucked him. I want you to really fucking understand that Shad did this and people were still cool. Like, people were still like, cool. I think they officially backed out of the tattoo. You were right. Based. I knew it. There's no motherfucking way Boogie's getting a tattoo. But, like, people who knew him for years still tried to say nice things about him.
Drawing pornographic art based on the actress, but sexualizing the actress herself in the leaked Discord DMs. This isn't even accounting for the fact that this is only one example. This exact evidence exists for Liev Schreiber's son, who cosplayed as Harley Quinn in 2017.
Oh, I forgot about Liev Schreiber's son. I forgot about that. I forgot about another child that he used for artwork.
At the time, his son was only 9 years old. In this Discord message, Shadman can be seen...
There's a bulge. And people were cool with this guy. Why? Clown, Keemstar, other commentators that weren't buying into the whole fucking big artist, big influencer person. All these people were cool with it. Really? Come on. Come on.
Cosplayed as Harley Quinn.
It's so fucking obvious.
2017. At the time, his son was only 9 years old. In this Discord message, Shadman can be seen pointing out his genitalia. And yet, in spite of all this, undeniable proof that Shadman draws pornographic art of real kids, undeniable proof that Shadman uses the term lolly as a stand-in for real children, undeniable proof that Shadman obsesses over child actors before drawing erotic art of them for his website, his defenders remained. In the replies to his tweet revealing litigation, fellow pornographic artist Scudbutt claims that what Shadman drew was just as bad as the violence in the film. And to this day, the host of Sleepy Cabin, who gave Shad his initial sympathetic portrait back in...
My main reason that I'm showing this to you guys, by the way, is not to fucking start destroying all these people that, like, said anything about him, right? My thing is to show you that this was all publicly known for years, and Chris Tyson still bought the artwork and put it on the wall. And now they're being accused of doing horrible shit. I need you to understand that. That artwork that you see in said video, on the Mr. Beast video, is made by this guy. I need to fucking find it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's here somewhere. I fucking know it is. I know it is. I know it's here somewhere. I know it is. Come on. Where are you? Where are you? Okay, this is all Trump-related shit. Did Keem not post the goddamn video? Did Keem not post the video or a screenshot of it? If you haven't seen the artwork yet, it's disgusting. He bought it from the shop. The Jeanette McCurdy stuff is gross. The whole reason that I find the Shadman shit gross, I'm looking for the screen cap of Mr. Beast with Chris Tyson's artwork that's on the wall. I'm looking for that. But that's the whole reason I'm trying to show you the Shadman stuff. That's why I think the Shadman stuff is fucking gross. Oh my God. We're going to move on from the Shadman stuff right fucking now. Boogie's getting a tattoo.
I've been talking that over with my tattoo artist. Dan, I need you to do a poll for me.
Okay.
No way.
Me and Jordy agreed the hand is the best place. I'll never see it if it's here.
No way.
But if it's here, I'm gonna see it every time I tweet, every time I post anything, every time I do anything. I have to see the word liar right there on the back of my hand.
No way. No way.
I don't think the audience is gonna be happy with that.
This is not.
So your alternative is we're gonna do it right here.
Guys, I just started a poll right now.
This is not happening.
Go ahead and vote on that. Should Boogie get hand or face? Get your votes in right now. Everybody vote. And by the way, could everyone take 2 seconds and put a like on the stream? It just helps the channel immensely and these streams immensely.
By the way, say hello to this tattoo artist who's putting up with so much bullshit today. This guy's amazing. Thank you, man.
Shout out to Random Guy.
I'm afraid to say his name until it's over because I don't want it. Nobody dox him.
Yeah, good idea.
I have a question. Like, does the tattoo artist have like an idea of how he's going to write the word liar?
Yes, I'm taking Mudahar's suggestion, and we're going to do Comic Sans. I wanted Muda to be part of this.
He's such a fucking ass.
He said Comic Sans, so that's what we're going with. Do what?
He wanted 72. Like...
Well, we're not doing 72, Muda, but it's a compromise. All this is about compromise. We are going to do Comic Sans because you're here.
Boogie, no!
There it is. Oh my God! That's it.
This is not actually happening. He's getting a fake tattoo. This is where I'm going to start calling shit fake. There's no way. There's no way he's getting an actual tattoo right now. I know I hear the tattoo machine in the background. I know I hear it. I know that sound. I have tattoos myself. I refuse to believe it.
That's it right there.
Listen, everyone can clearly tell by my reaction that I am totally against this. I don't want any of this to happen.
You're such a liar.
You think it's fucking hilarious, Dan.
You're such a liar.
You think it's hilarious. But here's the thing, man. This is my thought process, and you tell me where I'm wrong, okay? Number one, this is funny as shit, right? Number two, it's degrading as hell. And I did something bad. I did something so fucking bad. So fucking bad. And I want to see the end of that, man. I do not want to do this. I am doing this because the audience will think it's fucking funny. I'm doing it because I fucked up. And this is going to allow me to forgive myself. If somebody else
I don't know how a tattoo is going to help you forgive yourself, Boogie. This is a humiliation ritual. This is literally like what's the word I'm looking for, chat? This is ritualistic hazing. This is ritualistic hazing.
If they decides to forgive me too, that's great. But it allows me to just fucking let go of the situation because I'm over it. I don't want to feel like shit anymore about this, you know?
Actually, like that was actually beautiful.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. He's saying what everyone wants to hear.
I'll be honest with you. I'm in good spirits today. I'm gonna give Desi the phone so she can like film me at a better angle. Okay, I hate this fucking selfie shit, but
I mean, guys, I know I seen someone in chat say, "Keem, don't do this." I don't. How much control do I really have? Yeah, it was my suggestion.
Keem, bro, you literally grounded him from the internet for multiple days, like he's a 12-year-old. You have the control, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
But
yeah.
Here we go.
Look, I'm gonna be entirely honest. This is not on Keemstar. This is not on Keemstar. This
you made the decision, bro. You did make the fucking decision. You're the idiot. You're the idiot. Best part, he'll test positive for cancer and also have a liar tattoo on his face.
this is on.
That would be the funniest timeline verse. It really would be. It is the funniest timeline. It is. It is the funniest timeline. I made a Boogie meme.
No, I can't. I told you I couldn't talk about this.
Boogie, you knocked this out of the park.
I begged you not to make me talk about this on the show. I begged you.
You crushed it.
I begged you.
God damn it.
Me, I'm the one who jumped my diagnosis. I'm the one who talked about this shit before I got fully diagnosed. I'm the one who fucked up. I'm the one that has a history of pathological lying. I'm the one. This is me. This is me owning my shit. This is me owning my shit.
Actually, that's real accountability. Boogie. All right, Boogie. Like I already respect you as an entertainer. I feel like you're the most underrated entertainer on all of YouTube, and I really truly mean that, right? But you're an entertainer in a lolcow like sense, right? But you are fucking hilarious. That documentary was insane. I'll always respect you for that. But owning this and like really owning this like this is like.
This is fucking funny. This is fucking funny.
Here's the question. Here's the question. Before we turn to
you see how excited Boogie is? This is not really like a punishment if Boogie's excited to do this.
a tattoo gun on.
It's real. Look how happy he is. This is not a punishment if he is if he is enjoying said punishment. There's no guys. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? It's not really a punishment if he has a shit-eating grin about the punishment. It's not a punishment.
Keemstar, are you ripping the contract up if he gets his face tattoo?
If he gets that liar that he showed on screen on his face tonight on this live stream, I will rip up.
It should be I faked cancer.
The contract, and we will bring Boogie back.
Oh God, have fucking mercy. Oh my God, you've got to be shitting me.
I mean, I do have to ask the audience. 70%.
Didn't he admit he doesn't have cancer? Yes, multiple times.
Percent of the audience has to want you back, right?
Yeah, that would be insane to not want somebody who's willing to do this to entertain them back.
Almost 70% of the audience says they want the face tattoo.
Then they'll get what they want.
So like that means 70% of the audience. I'm hoping that correlates to like would they accept Boogie back if he got the face tattoo?
I count that as that.
Guys, don't tell me to stop glazing Boogie. Come on, like this is legendary shit. He's getting a face tattoo up.
Yeah, and anything for views got a PewDiePie tattoo on his ass. This is not legendary.
I'm gonna put respect where respect is fucking earned. God damn it.
Yep, we're doing it. We're doing it right here. We talked about doing it like in the thumbnail. If my tattoo artist, severely advised against it. And this man,
just like your doctor severely advised against like 90 other things. Like, yeah, I can't handle the fucking trumpet, man. It's so aggravating. First,
and has face tattoos for the record, so he knows what he's talking about.
Well, let's ask him. Why does he advise against it?
Yeah.
I just would suggest having it right underneath the eye for many reasons. So,
yeah. Like, is it more painful? Is it harder to cover up later on in life if you want to change it? Like, what are some of the reasons?
Yeah, just a little bit of everything. I think the jawline is probably something he can live with and deal with the rest of his life if he has to. So.
Yeah. And there is a chance that 2 years down the road I'm gonna get laser removal, right? Which is expensive.
So then it's not a punishment. For 2 years you're gonna have it on your face, Boogie, and then you're just gonna get rid of it. Okay. What is happening? What is this live stream? He just said he'll get rid of it in 2 years. Is that really a punishment?
I probably won't be able to afford it 2 years down the road. But I want that laser near my eye. That's another good reason. So if they wouldn't do it, I'm gonna make sure. You know.
But we talked about, I'm gonna be the devil's advocate and say just.
Well, if that's the case, should there be a period of time that Boogie has to wear the liar if he's willing to get lasered?
Yeah, so lasered off before Christmas. How much you want to bet? I'll actually take you on that bet. I think it'll be earlier. I think it'll be like I think it'll be fucking what is it? It'll be October. It'll be October. I think you'll actually have it lasered off by October.
Move it later on.
I mean, I'm guaranteeing a year. I'll promise you a year right here, right now. Promise
Oh
you.
yeah, wow. We're gonna really take Boogie's promise. That's great.
In a year, I will have hopefully forgiven myself.
Here's my concern with laser removal.
Realize today is his 50th birthday. Realize what we're dealing with here. It is his 50th birthday. Half a century this guy has lived on the planet. And he is getting a tattoo on his fucking face. No, he's 50. He's 50 today. I'll take after Halloween, $100. Let's drop it to 20. Let's drop it to 20 first. I'll do $20.
Tattoos, right? There was this guy that loved the Insane Clown Posse so much that he got like Violet J's face paint tattooed on his face, like permanently.
Yep.
And like to this day, after multiple sessions of laser removal, that you can still see the outline.
I bet. You heard it here. Me and Verse have just bet. Verse is saying the tattoo will be gone by after Halloween. I take the bet that it'll be gone before, like right before Halloween. Remind me of that.
Of that face paint.
Yeah, I know. There's a very,
Remind me of that.
very real chance it won't work.
This is how he's celebrating his 50th birthday.
Something he advised me about as well.
Okay.
He's like, look.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's just get on with it. Let's get on with it.
All
Let's
right.
get on with it. Let's get on with it. Let's get
Hey,
on with
man,
it.
you're ready. We're ready in here.
Guys, listen, if you're a viewer here, please slap like on the stream, hit the little share button, tweet out the stream, let your homies know that it is going down. Boogie is about to get a tattoo to his face that says liar to get his spot back on Locale Live after faking cancer.
I need that to not happen.
These people are crazy. I don't know how to stop that. I'm sorry. They're probably calling every tattoo place in town right now, trying to figure out where we are. So just don't let them. Right?
I'm gonna have you do an extra piece of paperwork before we start, saying that you can't sue me and that you're mentally stable. Okay?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
Okay, I'll get it printed out. Thank you.
I have to do extra.
Smart on that lady. Smart on the owner of the shop being like, you can't sue me, and that you need to be mentally sound enough to do this. After, what was it, like 2 days ago, he said he was disassociating. Now that's on video. This lady can't get sued for Boogie being a retard.
For paperwork saying that I'm mentally stable. So I guess I'm perjuring myself.
Wait, stop. What are you doing? You're gonna ruin it. Should we hang up on you and call you back when we get a green light?
Oh no, we have the green light. She says after. We have the green light. We're just waiting on him to come in here.
Whoever is fucking calling all the tattoo places in the area, stop! What are you doing?
Yep.
Stop!
And it's so funny because they're doing a wide berth because I'm not downtown. But you guys are y'all
Talked to Boogie for a minute and picked up how he is, lol. Yeah, she immediately knew what she was dealing with. Some big 500-pound fat guy comes into the tattoo shop, says, hello, I had to say I faked cancer. And my boss is making me get a tattoo that says liar on my face. I need a tattoo today. 3 seconds in, I'm like, are you mentally sound? You're almost 50 and you're doing what for your boss? I'd be like, you're mentally ill. What are you doing in my tattoo shop?
So wait, you're just doxing where you're at now? You're saying you're far away? Come on, chill out. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
I told you that at the beginning. I want to make sure there's no way I was doing this in town.
Oh
That's
god,
great.
stop. Just stop. Oh god. Okay, listen, right now I want to take care of the members. We're putting on members only to use the chat during this legendary moment. I feel like members should be in the chat during this, and when people watch the replay of this insane legendary moment, members should get their shine for supporting the show. So thank you to all the members. We appreciate you. We love you. Wings, if you were down bad by the internet, we've seen you do sniffing your chair and doing all kind of crazy stuff for like money and whatnot. Do you think that there would ever be a situation where you would get a face tattoo to get?
No.
There's no situation. Like if PK came to you. If PK came to you a couple years ago and we're
Chris asked if it's a henna tattoo shop. I don't know. You hear that buzzing sound in the background? I know that sound. Anyone who has tattoos knows that sound. That's a real tattoo gun going. Like that's real.
And we're like, hey, we'll put you back on the show as long as you get a face tattoo.
No.
There's no scenario.
Well, here's the thing. Like, PK right now is showing the cracks of the political stuff, and they're kind of like eating at each other because of this Trump-Kamala Harris thing. I mean, like, the show's on its deathbed to begin with. And second off, I'm young enough that another job in my life is a possibility.
I'm sorry. He was yelling.
I'm young enough that in my life that having another job is a possibility. Like, Boogie couldn't even go drive a bus with the word liar tattooed on his face.
Oh my God, we're about to, if we hit 22,000 concurrent viewers, we are going to break the all-time record on Lolcow Live for concurrent viewers. Thank you guys.
Like, here's the question though. Like, if you had to get the word liar tattooed on your face, Keemstar, for whatever reason, what could you change the word liar into later on in life to at least make it a cool face tattoo?
I would keep liar. Like, if you look at the thumbnail, of how Boogie looks in that thumbnail, which is fake, obviously, you know, he hasn't got it yet, right? I think he looks fucking cool. I do.
Next time on Lolcow Live, Destiny's gonna expose Boogie for having a fake tattoo. True.
I look at that tattoo and I'm like, damn, that goes hard. And
the thought of Desi standing in a room holding a phone in silence is so funny. Yeah, she's probably baked out of her mind right now.
Even showed, like, you know, I guess I'm more hip to the like younger stuff because of, like, you know, the nature of my business and whatnot, and everyone I know is like
hip to the younger stuff.
In their fucking 20s.
You don't know what Skippity Toilet Riz, Ohio. You don't know what that is. You're not hip to shit, Keemstar. Don't pretend you're hip. You don't know Ohio Skippity Riz. You don't even know what the fuck that is.
But I even asked my girlfriend, who's 23, and I was like, does that look cool? And she straight up, like, no prompting, nothing. She goes, that looks sick. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Brantley is just going to be on board with it because she thinks it's funny, bro.
Yeah, but here's the issue. Like, I feel like we need to set a time frame for how long he has to wear the tattoo, because 1 year is too short. He lied about cancer for at least 2 years, so he needs to do at least 2.
I wonder what tattoo artist is thinking listening to Keem blabber on like this.
That's a good point. That's a very, actually, he should have to have that on his face for as long as he kept the lie up. So what we need to do, Wings, can you find his original...
Yeah, Keemstar doesn't mute, bro.
...cancer announcement? Maybe find that date? Or maybe the audience could help us out.
Keemstar doesn't even know what GAT is.
And just spam the date in the chat. Oh my God, I cannot believe this is happening.
I'm about to actually go to his YouTube. Because, like, putting Boogie in cancer and just gives a billion fucking, like, videos based on, like, our show.
Oh, God. Here we go. Guys, if you're just
They're
tuning in right now,
Boogie2988
is about to get a tattoo.
No way. They're not actually doing this. This is like...
Well, take me a while to get...
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Get home. Well, I'll do it.
I'm anxious.
It's actually happening.
You're anxious.
You're anxious. You're not getting a tattoo on your face.
Oh, it's real. It's real. They have the alcohol swab. It's real.
There you go.
It's real. Oh,
wait, that's that small?
That's what we agreed on.
No, we didn't.
I don't know, man. That's pretty big in person. I could read that across the room.
Yeah.
Sync live.
Wings,
All
what do you...
right. We'll sync live.
Can we get that bigger?
Dude, it's huge. It's over an inch. It's just,
Can we get that
fucking big?
I'm thinking it should be 2 inches.
It's a quarter of my face, man.
Dude, I love this. Can we get it bigger? It doesn't look big enough on camera. You've got to be shitting me. That's a decent sized tattoo.
Let me see.
I feel like it should be double that size at least.
Double that size.
I like the font. I will tell you this. I do like the font.
Could you print out bigger? Can we go bigger?
I can if you'd like.
Let's go a little bigger.
What?
And I think a little bit higher up too. I think around the jawline.
Okay.
Yeah, but a little bit bigger. Not double, but maybe time and a half.
They're making it bigger.
Yep.
No.
That don't feel like punishment enough.
What?
A little bigger.
Boogie, no.
Or you could keep that same size and just make the L bigger.
And by the way, these are members that are saying this, Boogie, just so you know. So members are saying it's too small. It's not like, you know, haters.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm not worried about what they're saying. This is what I'm saying. I think it's
Boogie, no.
23,000 concurrent members. New record once again. Watching Boogie get the
I got a
liar
question.
tattoo.
I got a question. I know this feels weird. Are we breaking any terms of services doing this?
No, not gonna.
Probably not. I mean, it's just getting a tattoo. What would be?
No, we're not.
No, that doesn't make any sense. People get tattooed on YouTube all the time.
Well, here's another concern I have with this is I don't know what YouTube does with blood, and there's a chance that blood happens here.
It'll be very little.
Come on. Well, it's a tattoo.
And he'll
Someone in my chat's like, you're gonna break labor ethics. This is content creation. Most of this shit breaks labor ethics.
I always think about how can somebody attack me for doing this.
Yeah, but stop saying it out loud, because now someone's gonna fucking flag the stream and be like, "Oh, I saw gore and blood." Like, chill out, bro. What are you doing? Okay, that's the one.
No, it's getting bigger.
No. He's making another one up.
Okay.
He's making another one up.
I was
Like
gonna
they gotta
say-
clean that off his face.
I was gonna say
I
that's.
just want to make sure everybody gets to see what's happening. You know?
Is it going to be in that color as well?
No, it'll be black.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's just a guideline.
Chat, during the entire tattoo process, we're going to keep it on members only because this is a legendary moment. I want to make sure the members.
By the way, since Boogie was fired, he's not missed a stream. Yeah, obviously. They're going to milk the shit out of this. You're getting like, what is it? You're getting like 10K concurrent viewers. You're making 2K literally a stream. Of course Keem is going to fucking milk this shit. I would still fire Boogie. I wouldn't let him back. I still let him get the tattoo and be like, you know what? Fuck you. You're still fired.
Talking this so you're finally going to get what I want, what you want. I'm going to shut the fuck up for a while.
Oh God. Oh God.
Imagine if your boss at like a regular job was like, hey, for you not to be fired, I need you to have liar tattooed on your face. Think about that. Think about what situation we're looking at here. Any one of you that are currently employed, think about if your boss came to you and said, I'm going to fire you, you lied about this thing, and you're going to get a tattoo that says liar on your face. It's the only way to save your job. One's in the chat if you would do that. Two's in the chat if you would just walk away and find a new job.
Oh shit, that would be way cool. I mean, maybe I'll get an attitude one day. I don't know. Maybe I like being tatted up. I don't know.
Yeah, get you all sleeved up one of these days.
Yeah. I want to get, man, maybe I'll get you to do it. But I want to get like this Pac-Man that I got refreshed, and then I want to turn it into a full bracelet with like power.
I'm seeing you guys just writing too. Smart. You're all very smart people. I have a very smart community that allows multiple different areas and a lot of different voices to come forward on this.
I have every influencer in the world DMing me right now.
Dramatic.
You sure?
Do what?
You ready?
Oh yeah, that's so big. Oh my god, that's so much bigger. Oh my god.
It's not.
Oh my god, it looks huge.
Yeah, it's just gonna look cute when we get it up there.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, that's just big.
That's fucking huge.
Yes.
That is pretty big. I'm gonna be real. That is big. That is big. That's big. That's big. That's big. Chat. Come on. That's pretty goddamn big. That's not a tiny little tattoo. That is huge. That's fucking huge. That's not a tiny tattoo. That's massive. That's fucking massive. What is wrong with him? Oh, wow. It's so bold. He's going to be shading that in. It's going to pop too. Oh, God.
This is insane. Like, I have my enemies out here, like, well, used to be enemies, I guess, like coming out, supporting the show, saying the show is so great. This is wild. This is like a moment in YouTube history, people. So let's soak it in. Let's soak it in for a minute.
You know, I will say, and maybe I'm wrong about this, but I think you can tell the integrity of some of these people who make videos about how I fucked up, whether or not they make a video about this. Because this is good content. Talk about it.
Yeah, you're retarded. You're retarded. You're retarded. Boogie, people that make videos on me, you're an idiot. You let another grown man tell you to get a tattoo to save your job. You're a retard. It doesn't change the integrity. It doesn't change anything. You're still retarded.
How wouldn't you talk about this?
All the way left. There you go.
I love Boogie's like, oh, well, people won't talk about this because I got a tattoo on my face. The integrity of the content creator. Oh, my God, it's happening. It's fucking happening. He's actually getting the tattoo.
Ladies and gentlemen, the tattoo artist has started working on the R.
You know what's great is that Boogie's so fat, the needle won't hit his bone or cause any sort of like vibration. So like if you get a tattoo like here, or I got mine on my shoulder, the tattoo gun is going to like vibrate your body and you feel like you're getting like prodded on your bones. Boogie's so fat, he doesn't have to have that problem.
Or
You're doing so good.
we just leave AR on there.
You're doing very good, Boogie. You're doing very good.
He's a professional.
Boogie's gonna have this big patch on his fucking face for the next day or so where it covers up from it getting infected.
Very good, Boogie. You're doing very good.
A sprayer, baby.
Come on, Keemstar, call me your little man.
Come on, little boy. You're
Yeah, no, I agree, Corey. This is just, he's going to grow his beard out. He's just going to grow his beard out. He's just going to grow his beard out. Like, that, he has to grow his beard out. It's covered up. And he has to wait like 2 years, like he said, to just remove it. He's an idiot.
I love you, Daddy.
Don't call me
Oh,
that.
the arm's gone? Nice, okay. My anxiety is through the roof. I don't like nobody touching my face, man.
You're fine.
I don't even like Desi touch my face.
So what, are you going to get a hard R? Just a hard R on your face? Is that what you're doing, buddy?
This is so retarded. It hurts. This is like the... Bro, Boogie's done some dumb shit before for content, but this is like dumb. This is like dumb. This is stupid. This is levels of dumb that is unprecedented with this man. But I say that, and then another stupid thing's gonna happen. This doesn't change anything. It's just Boogie. Why is Keem giving Boogie a bedroom voice? Because Boogie is Keemstar's second child.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen.
Also, who's paying for the tattoo? Apparently him.
There right now. I know you got caught recently saying a lot of inappropriate stuff with kids.
Oh, what? The Chris Tyson shit?
And,
What is happening?
supporting a
What is happening?
cartoon CP artist.
Why are you
that
talking
my
about
8-year-old
this?
daughter in a sexual manner. I understand that you're like busted, you're kicked off of Mr. Beast, but if you really want to say sorry, I think you need a tattoo. Wings, let them know. What tattoo should Chris Tyson get?
Oh, I would say on this side of the jawline you put CIS, and on this side you put MALE.
And what does that spell out?
Cis male, like that means you're a straight male.
Dude, come on. No, come on.
Oh.
Come on.
Because they want
Alrighty.
they want to be transgender, right?
Wigs!
How we looking?
It looks real good.
What
Is it
the
done?
fuck?
Or just the
Not yet. It's the A and R.
A&R.
Oh, it looks real good. You're doing very good.
I wasn't expecting that from Wigs. I wasn't expecting that from Wigs. I wasn't. I didn't.
Why is Keem giving Boogie a bedroom voice?
I was not expecting that from Wigs.
Wings, can you believe this?
When you put this punishment up there, I didn't think he'd ever go for it. Like, this is some medieval shit. This is like the way they put like the poor people. We're gonna make you caste list because you don't belong in the proper ranks.
I am telling you right now, there's going to be a movement in the future for people that forced other people to get tattoos, and I am going to be the top of the chart, right? I'm telling you.
Okay, buddy.
The internet.
Okay, buddy.
The internet has.
I mean,
these-
you're worried about this having your reputation. This helps you make your reputation as legendary. And motherfuckers, when you die on them,
You're legendarily retarded, Wings. Like, come on. Let's be real here. This is stupid. This is a stupid thing to do. It's entertaining to watch Boogie, like, be a retard. That's the only reason. Yeah, Wings is not into this.
All right, Boogie.
Stop with that
For
weird
your
voice.
final step,
Stop.
you need to take the L.
Oh, God. I'm just going to fucking kill myself. Oh, he just can't. I'm going to kill myself.
regrets.
Wait, is it done?
Yep.
Is it?
Is it?
Yep, it's done.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
You know, Desi has to look at that. I'm not watching the rest of this. I'm not watching the rest of this. I think I'm done. I think I'm just done. When is Jim going live again? I just want to like get you over to Jim. I'm like exhausted. Oh, 8 p.m. Fuck. I don't think I have another hour in me. I don't have another hour in me. I'm gonna get you over to Nick Nobody. Fuck it. I'm gonna get you over to Nick Nobody. Just so you have like something. So you have something to do. All right. I want to say thank you to everybody who watched today. I do want to emphasize my position on the Shadman stuff. The list in of itself was full of shit that I was like, what the fuck is going on here? But Shad is a disgusting individual. Somebody that was known to be disgusting for years. That, in my opinion, is terrible that Chris Tyson had that artwork and shows a pattern of behavior for like a disgusting individual. On top of these allegations and more allegations that seem to be coming out, whether confirmed or not, shows that Chris is somebody that should not be allowed to like keep this shit going. Chris should not be welcomed back to the Mr. Beast crew. Chris should not be making content. It's done. It's over. It's over. And anybody that did support Shadman from 2017 onward, 2018 onward, after the Daphne Keene stuff, I'm looking at you sideways. I don't care what other people say. I'm looking at you sideways. That's it. Thank you all for watching. Genuinely appreciate it. I think I'm just going to keep the stream up. I'm kind of like 50-50 on it because I want to like divide these into sections. I might just keep it up and say screw it. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to send you over to Nick Nobody. Tell him I said hi, all right? Nick's a friend of the channel. Oh, and thank you, Beckett, for coming on the stream today. And expressing your positions, bro. Thank you, Beckett.